Get some water.
I need
Oh,
to do
wait.
something for like 2 minutes, so I'm gonna miss the doo-doos. I've accepted
Oh,
it.
that's really too bad. That's too bad.
Hey, Taco, you gonna watch Mama play?
God, I don't understand. That man eats like the same food every day and loves it. Why? What happened?
Did he stop eating
Has
the
he ever
food?
done anything else?
No. I, I don't understand. That was vile. I'm fucking scarred, dude. Jesus.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello, my cat's being a dumbass right now.
Last session, some shit went down. Of course, we met the broodmother directly, and because of Melody's certain affinity with magical creatures, we ended without any bloodshed. Nonetheless, seeing that huge thing in front of you, it could have killed you at any moment. It could have wrapped you up, stuck you in there. You could have been in that cave alone, God knows how long, or even the rest of your life. Somber thought. We came back from the group tournament, but found the Hogwarts destroyed in some capacity. The greenhouses destroyed by a plant that bursts out of the ground, a dark black root that embedded itself into the side of the Oxford building. Destroyed walls, terraces. We met up with loved ones. And afterwards, even had a bit of time at the hospital. You guys were given some presents out of love from Sadie and the Peel triplets. And as we know, the ministry has been kind of putting a campaign through the newspapers about how Hogwarts is now safer than ever. So probably a majority of your parents, maybe some of them are skeptical, but likely believe that with this new High Inquisitor, that Hogwarts should be a good place to return to. Melody? Melody?
Sorry.
Melody, I was asking a question. Did you hear me? You can
Oh,
see Professor Bruce sitting across from you. Her legs are crossed calmly, and she's leaned forward, looking out toward you inquisitively. She has a
oh,
clipboard resting on her thigh, and you can hear the silent ticking of a wall clock in her office.
sorry. I think I might have spaced out again. Could you ask the question again, please?
But all right. After difficult circumstances, it's perfectly normal to experience some level of dissociation. I want to know how you've been handling the stress. I'm going to list some things, and I'd like you to tell me what you've been experiencing, okay?
All right.
Are you ready?
Uh, sure.
She pulls up a clipboard. Have you experienced any physical tenseness lately?
I don't believe so. No.
What about tremors? Any amount of shaking?
Sometimes, but not recently. It's mostly when I'm at home, but not when I've been here.
Mhm. Okay. Shortness of breath, perhaps? Like you can't physically get yourself to breathe deeply at times?
Uh, sometimes, but not always.
Perhaps a loss of awareness?
I would probably say yes to that. Just with everything that's happened, it's been just
Okay.
kind of hard to really talk about things. Like, I have my friends, I have um, Daphne here, and she kind of points at the little sleeping griffin on her lap.
Hmm.
But I don't know, it just feels unreal, I guess.
There's a certain amount of derealization that can occur when traumatic events such as this take place. And often, going hand in hand with that, some people end up having. Have you had any issues with your memory?
No, surprisingly enough, no.
Well, when something like this happens, Melanie, our bodies store up this kind of stress in all sorts of ways. Many we may not even be aware of. Our brains are conditioned to believe that a threat could be anywhere at any time and works to keep our bodies in a sympathetic state. I'd, I want you to close your eyes. We're going to do some breathing exercises just like we practice. Ready? Okay.
Okay.
Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Melody, you breathe in deeply. You can taste bits of coal and steam that cling to your tongue. Around you, you can hear the rustling of trolley wheels on stone tile. Platform 9 3/4 is just starting to wake up. The many riders arrive through the illusory corridor, families bickering, students gossiping, students searching. You realize where you are. It feels like so long ago now, since you first stepped foot here. And now, looking at the old red train, you're unsure if its golden accents still hold their shine like before, like something might be missing. Circe shows up, sitting next to you, and hoisting their cart down the tracks. Circe seems to be in a good mood, or at least is trying to be.
Hey there, gorgeous. It's been way
Hey.
too long.
Certainly has. It's good to see your face again.
Yeah, I know. It's good to see yours too.
Oh, I see your hair grew out a little bit. Looks nice.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I liked having it short for a little bit, but I just like how it swishes about when it's longer.
You can hear the train whistle, and know that means boarding will soon begin. You guys can get up, grab your things as you both continue to speak. And when upon getting in line, um, Circe, you accidentally bump into somebody, a man carrying a tall stack of luggage. Oh, my apologies, he says, and picks up some of his fallen packages and some of yours and places them back, and keeps onward
Oh,
toward the back of the train.
sorry about that.
He's gone so quickly. He seemed kind of
Yeah.
nervous.
Wonder who that could have been.
Well, with everything that happened, I guess there might be some ores around the castle now.
Yeah,
You
it definitely
guys
seems like
hop up.
Oh, go ahead.
No,
Okay.
no.
You guys hop up onto the fifth year train compartment, which is a little bit bigger than what you're regularly used to. The hallways are just a little bit nicer, and each individual sitting compartment is more plush. You got better seats, and there are even pull down um, like beds. So like they like put into the wall, and then you can like pull them down up above you. And Cersei and Melody, you see inside of a compartment Oliver and Beckett.
Cersei. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Hey guys.
Hello.
I'll, I'll say Janice and Reese are also here. Definitely, they would be.
Cersei just strides into the room like, fifth year compartments are so nice. It's good to finally be getting the treatment we deserve.
I don't
Beckett's
know.
gonna look over at Janice and be like, "Wait for it. Just wait for it."
Janice is extra quiet as soon as the two of them walk in. She's pretty quiet around other people. She's not like good friends with them or something.
You
Janice,
no,
oh,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go.
Cersei will just say to Janice like, "Oh, Janice, it's such a cute look."
Oh, thank you, she says. I just got it done at Madame Selling's last week, and it seems to have held up okay. Her hair is like a little bit shorter. I'll say that she doesn't have it right now in her usual ponytail. It's kind of down to her back, and she has kind of two bangs in her front.
Guess everyone's going out for new hairstyles then this year.
Yeah, you too, Beckett. And she'll go over and like move his hair a little bit, and maybe Beckett's hair is longer, shorter. Beckett, how's your
It
hair
is.
changed?
It is longer. I have yet to find a good
Ooh.
art generator that will actually put the photo up instead of just load for 10 years. So,
Mhm.
Melody's hair is actually kind of like this image. She grew out her bangs, so her forehead's showing, and it's tied up into like this half up, half down look, and then she has almost this. It looks like metal, but it's actually just a very shiny cord that drapes around and then loops around the little bun in the back of her hair. Still as long as ever, but just more formal.
Reese will say, "It's good to see everybody." He has his like sides shaved, and like his hair has it's kind of well greased, very very curly, um, and he taps his leg like really really quickly. And Melody, you think back to what Professor Bruce was talking to you about in your little therapy session about how the body can hold stress in different ways. And you can see him tapping, tapping, tapping his leg right now.
Reese, you doing all right?
Uh, well, I guess I can be honest with you guys. I'm a little worried. You know, macromantulas and all that. And after what you guys promised them, I just. What do we do if they come to collect and we don't have it?
Just, I've been worried about that too, to be honest. I haven't been really getting much sleep because of it.
What
So
are
it's
you all
just,
talking about? Nothing. Nothing, really nothing. And like Reese is like, shit. I forgot that Janice is here. She's so quiet. Except, wait, no, I think Beckett would have told everything to her right.
That's up to you guys.
That's up to you, Beckett.
No, it's up to you. I don't mind.
Yeah, it's up to you,
Yeah.
Beckett.
Okay, well,
Did you
yeah.
tell
Yeah,
Janice
Beckett,
everything?
Yeah.
tell us right now if you were a fucking snitch or not.
Whoa, damn.
I'm kidding, of course.
Sure.
Okay, yeah. So I'll retcon that little bit. He says that. Janice says, I've been doing what kind of research I can, but I don't exactly know what they were talking about. Maybe Hogwarts Library will be more fruitful.
Weirdly enough, I actually did find something to speak Acromantual in.
I'm
Seriously?
actually
Recess?
taking Acromantia language lessons.
It's not the greatest, but I can at least say hello, how are you, please don't kill us. Well, not really that last portion, but
That last portion's important.
Yeah, I think I would
100%.
try learning that if I were you.
Can we not talk about killing, please? Recess.
sorry.
The train begins to take off. It lurches forward. Oh, finally. And you can see the train station leave and get replaced by London, and very, very soon, rural London.
As the train lurches, everyone could hear just like a little squeak come out of Melody's bag. It's like, I'm sorry, it's okay. She kind of brings her hand into the messenger bag and just kind of like gently pets whatever's in there.
You're allowed that on the train, Janice says.
Well, I do have my provisional magizoologist license, and Ebony and Ivory, I wanted them to have a little bit more better life, so left them home, and I brought Daphne with me.
We're not allowed to have magical creatures on the train. I'm gonna pull out all three of mine from various places.
Yours are small, Beckett. I guess this one is too, but it's a whole griffin.
It's only a baby,
So
though.
Janice says, looking inside the bag, like just
Yeah.
peering over.
Yeah, she's gonna flip it open so that way Janice can have a better look at Daphne. Because there's like a little brown, feathered, fluffy thing with little gray marks going across her eyes. And as she kind of looks up, she's just big, bright blue eyes, just kind of just looking at Janice like curiously. Who are you?
Is it safe?
She's perfectly safe. I made her my familiar. I know Gregory was originally that, but since he has his partner and they had children, Daphne was the runt, so it only felt right to bring her along with me this time.
With familiar, I myself, no ill will, but magical creatures are not really my thing.
It's all right.
No.
I'm
Cersei,
fine with my owl, and that'll do.
Yeah.
Well, owls are always very good to hang out with as well.
Cersei will say, besides, Daphne's nothing to worry about. And she'll like look over at Cat and hold Cat upright in front of her face. Like, this one probably has a criminal record, but I never bothered to check.
I don't like when owls do that thing with their head.
Well, they don't really have exactly a collarbone, so going one direction is easier than the other. Plus, it's also easier for them to spot anything that might attack them and keep an eye on if they see prey.
Yeah, but it just doesn't
They
seem
also
very
have
fair, does it?
asymmetrical ears.
Yeah, and they can also
Like-
use sound location too, because their ears are technically in their face, so they're actually able to pick up on things.
Throwing logic
And
at
also
Oliver. He doesn't accept it.
They sleep laying down, which is funny too.
Yeah,
There's so many
Cersei.
owl facts I know. Like
Cer-
while they can blink, their eyes are set in their skull. They can't like look to the left or look to the right. They have to move their head. That's why the head swivels so much.
Yeah, Melody will
Wait.
probably relay that information over to the group as well, because like, you got her talking,
Info
damn
dump.
it.
Wait. I'm gonna make a roll to see how well Cersei knows magical creatures. 1 second.
Oh yeah, because she info dubs on Cersei
Yes.
all the fucking
So
time.
Cersei kind of like looks at Janice, and when Janice mentions her owl and everything, Cersei kind of scratches her head like, "Aren't owls magical creatures though?"
Well, um, I don't know. She says, "Are they considered magical, Melody?" Okay.
I
I
mean, they're documented in the Muggle world, so but they're also pretty prevalent in the magical world.
So
Uh,
are Jury calls.
But they are really cool once you actually get to know them. The apparition ability is actually really fun to watch every now and then.
Oh, Jury calls.
like
Yeah,
like owls. They always know how to they always know where a letter's supposed to go. So isn't that kind of like magic?
Aren't they trained though by an owl trainer?
There are owl trainers.
oh yeah, the
There
owleries.
are canonically owl trainers.
Yeah, Cersei rolled a 3, so like I'm going under the idea right now that Cersei fully believes owls just know where to take the letters by magic.
It's like pigeons, you know? Same sort
Pigeons
of
are
thing. They're
magic
just
though.
magic.
Pigeons are magical creatures. Changed my mind.
You all enjoy the next hour or so of the train ride as you begin to get further and further north, coming towards Scotland and the first in the lowlands down here. And you can see tall hills and old eroded mountains in the distance. Deciduous trees pass by your window, and you can hear the rustling of a familiar and wanted uh, sound. You can hear the rustling of wheels on wooden board as the trolley comes by to all of you. Anything from the trolley? We have a few new items this year, she says.
I could definitely go for some sweets.
We just recently added elephant on a unicycle and also treacle fudge and sugared butterfly wings.
Oh, treacled fudge, please.
Here we go.
uh,
And that'll be four sickles.
It's okay. I'm rich because of Rosemary's
the-
inheritance.
what is an elephant on a tricycle? What?
Elephant on a unicycle. Not fun little candies developed by the Weasley brothers and sold worldwide. And you can take it, and it will have you sound like you would have seen them in the movies where like someone does it and they sound like an elephant or they
Oh
sound like a
yeah.
monkey or they sound like a train, that kind of thing.
So if I don't eat it and it hardens over time, will it crumble? Will it turn into like dust?
Um, they're they're just little hard candies, so I guess you could crush them up.
Right.
I
But
think he's asking if he can hoard them like a greedy dragon for years upon end and then throw them at people.
I don't understand.
like my jelly slugs, will they end
Yeah.
They're
up
not
like
going to
that?
harden. They are already hard candies.
Oh.
I can't get any harder, Bucket.
They dissolve in water very quickly.
oh. Mm. I'll take. How
um,
much are they?
For a small pack, it is 6 sickles.
I'll take. How many come in a pack?
I'll say 5.
I'll take 2.
All right. And of course, we always have chocolate frogs. Whew, you should have seen it. It's one of the second years. Purchased around 28 of them. I only have so many left.
That's a lot of them.
What are Darcy's like favorite candies?
Hmm. Darcy probably likes fizzing Whizbees. That's one of their favorites, and you know that they like cauldron cakes.
Okay. Cersei will want a little bit of money. Yeah, could I get some fizzing Whizbees and some of the cosmic cakes too?
Cauldron cake.
Oh, sorry.
And
For some reason my brain was just like, ah, yes, cosmic cakes, like the
I'd be interested in a
the
cosmic
little
cake.
Debbie's.
That sounds
Yes,
awesome.
cosmic brownies, the good shit.
And yeah, sure. That together is probably going to be 12 sickles.
Okay.
You have a pack of fizzing Whizbees too, so you could have some for yourself if you wanted.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, Cersei will put those in her bag to save for later.
Oliver and Melody, you guys buying anything?
Could I get some of the treacle fudge and the sugared butterfly wings?
Yeah, it's only 5 sickles. Sugar butterfly wings are only 1 sickle.
I bought some
Nice and
chicken
cheap.
fudge already, so I'm good.
Yeah, yep, I got it. So that'll be good for me.
Enjoy the ride. It'll still be a few hours until you're there. Anything from the trolley? She continues down.
Anybody want an elephant? On a unicycle?
I think I'll pass, Jenna says. I'll take one.
Oh,
Reese says.
I'm gonna whip the shit out of it and go, here you go. Just like over ecstatic, someone wants to try it.
All right. So if you want to try one, or if anyone wants to take one, you can roll a d12.
I think Melody will give it a go.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. Reese takes it. Kind of. Whoa.
Wait, I thought it was elephant.
Oh, this one's
What?
the one he. It's a bunch of different ones. The one he
Oh.
got is a monkey.
Oh, it's a variety.
It's a variety.
Melody rolled a 3 on the d12.
3. Okay, I'm going to send you into hidden what you got.
Cool.
I got a 5.
Oh, that's so cool. And Melody's was like, oh, I don't say, oh.
Oh. Reese will look over what the, and yeah, it sounds like a perfect howl of a wolf during moonlight. Oliver, sending yours. You got a 5.
Yep.
There you go.
And I got a
Seriously,
7.
what'd you get? Okay.
I got a 1.
You got the one that tastes that's
It's
grass
a dud.
flavored. It's like one of those infinite jelly bean flavors got mixed into the box somehow.
Damn it.
I feel like Oliver, he's nibbling on his trickled fudge, and you just hear the deepest ribbit come from him. But his face doesn't change. He doesn't sell it at all. He just keeps nibbling on his fudge.
Oliver, the moment you do that, you can hear an echo. You go, and then you can hear.
He definitely
Make a perception
looks
check.
around at that. Okay.
All of a sudden, you hear a
Cersei, like, sees on
muscular
hers first.
rooster. Just a deep-toned rooster noise from Beckett.
Are you not gonna give us one?
20 brackets dirty.
I can't do the noise. Puberty has hit Beckett. His voice is deeper now.
Yeah.
Yippee!
Beckett. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Cersei chews on hers for a second and is like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, I don't like. How quickly are these supposed to kick in? Because I don't think mine is."
You can see Cersei's nose like turn into like a pig's nose.
Cersei, I think your magic might have backfired on you.
It'll immediately go away.
Oh, jeez, that's yeah. Don't know if I'm gonna keep trying those, but worth the try.
Janice looks at you all like you're crazy, and Oliver, you hear it again. You go, "What the hell?" You're hearing stuff, and you can see over by Cersei's overhead luggage compartment. You can see a little, like, white with many, many pink spots toad that is sitting on top of her bag. Its big throat extends.
On whose bag is this?
Cersei's.
I'm gonna look at Cersei. I'm gonna say, "Did you bring a toad? Is your familiar a toad?"
Is there? Like, what are you talking about?
And then I'm gonna reach up and grab the toad and just like
Make a sleight of hand
start
check.
waving it around. Like, look at this fucking bag.
If you can grab it.
I will see if I can grab it. Yeah.
Oh,
no.
You got a 19 on the die, man. Yeah, you're like, this thing, you go up to grab it, and it will jump off in a way. It jumps into the very bottom where everyone can see it. You can see Janice, like, pulls her legs up. Woo! And Reese tries to reach out and grab it, too. It'll hop away from him. Super fast, bugger. And it
Melody's
will
gonna
hop
grab
into
it.
the hallway.
Oh, never mind.
Melody, you can go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Cool. What is? Oh yeah, because my sleight of hand kind of increased. Yeah, that's what we like to see. 8. Fuck.
No. You're like, what the hell is this? Like, where is it going? Hey, come back. You try to grab it, and it will hop past you into the hallway, and then you see it hop out of view.
Well, I hope no one's missing a frog. Toad.
Cersei's just like, oh, it was on my stuff.
It's only a toad.
Yeah, I think after, you daring me to drink swamp water, I'm good. I'm good with anything that comes from, it comes from a forest.
That was your first mistake, Jenna says. Listen to Beckett.
Rude.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I still haven't
Silence.
been able to eat cheese after I had that rancid cheese. It was a big mistake.
I don't want to hear that story again, Reese says. Absolutely not.
It was actually fun getting to play Truth or Dare, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Janice.
After...
And like Cersei,
yes, Cersei?
can Cersei, Becca, if it's alright with you, can Cersei grab one of your unicorns, Elephant's on a
Elephant on a
unicycle.
unicycle. Yeah.
Elephant on a unicycle. Cersei will grab one and say, Janice, I dare you to join the menagerie.
Why?
Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
You may make a persuasion check at advantage since Beckett is like giving the help action here, but
Yes.
it's a high DC, my friend.
Oh god.
And luckily for me, persuasion is one of the things I'm good at. 19 and
Everyone's like, do it, do it, do it. Bring
pretty
it
funny.
closer and closer and closer. And 20 was the DC. She's like,
Oh my god.
okay. She'll take it. And I am going to.
The menagerie was a good choice of words. I like that. That's pretty good.
Get one. Okay. She was. And her face changes, and you can see like fur begin to grow on her face for the moment. She goes, like that, like long, annoyed sound comes out of her, and then her face will go back. All of you suck, she says. Reese is laughing his ass off.
Oliver is definitely also laughing his ass off.
I mean, I think of it this way, at least you got the cat. Could have been worse.
Rosie! Rosie! Where are you, girl? You can hear, you can see an adult man with brown hair and a comfortable red and brown sweater kind of scratch his head, looking bereft in the hallway.
Is everything alright?
Oh, you all haven't happened to hear a croaking come from this train car, have you?
It went that way.
We tried to catch it, but she was a bit, slippery.
This man is familiar, at least to Cersei and Melody. This is the man you bumped into on the way in here. And he goes, oh, she's always getting off into trouble. I don't know why he decided to gift me her after the last toad.
Who gifted?
Oh, sorry, I'm just talking to myself. Which way did you say it go?
Down over to the left. It might be going back to more the first years section. The younger years section.
And he'll nod. Thank you. Thank you very much. He like goes to leave and comes back. What did you say your name was again?
Oh, Melody Broomshire.
Thank you very much, Melody. I will definitely remember this. Neville Longbottom.
She immediately like perks up at that because she's heard that name before.
Have you?
Wait, can I make a history magic check real quick?
Okay, I was just like, have you heard it actually in game? So you can make a history magic check if you want.
I haven't heard it in game, but I'm pretty sure she may have heard of
So you
him.
might not know who he is.
13.
13. I would say you don't necessarily know who this is. No.
Okay, then I will retcon that she perks up. She's just like, nice to meet you, Mr. Longbottom. Good luck finding Rosie.
Thank you. He says he'll head off to go try to find his frog, Rosie, his toad. I'll give you guys a picture of what he looks like.
Did he mention this happened before?
What are you
Yeah.
talking about? What do you mean?
Because he said at what? God, I can't speak English today. After he said what happened with the last one.
Yeah. He says like, I can't believe they gifted Rosie to me after what happened to the last one. Might have been Trevor.
Trevor.
Yeah, I mean, like, out of character. Trevor.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine losing my animals that try to run away all the time. The slowest one being the one that gets away all the fucking time.
Sending you guys a picture of Mr.
Ooh.
Neville Longbottom.
Daphne's actually been able to stay with me. Oh, he's so cute.
Ooh.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he
Both
leaves, Cersei would definitely just be like, it's like, anyone else find it unfortunate that that guy's cute, but also his name is Big Butt, basically?
Wait
Like,
for it.
Reese starts to, like,
Wait
kind
for
of burst out in a little bit of laughter. Even Janice will be, continuing on your journey. The train brakes screech to a halt as you stop amid the darkened station. Hopping off, you can see that same man from earlier down the train station head up to the carriages with a sort of bewildered nostalgia. You head up after him, finding a seat and looking out toward Mr. Longbottom, who's currently petting what looks to some, all of you, I don't recall, as thin air. Who's seen death? Anyone here?
all
I've seen Death.
all
We've
of us.
all
All of
seen
us.
Deathstroke.
All of us have seen
Wonderful.
death. We know.
So, what looks to some of your classmates as thin air, but he is currently giving like a little pet to a Thestral right now.
Oh, they're so cute.
Are you going over?
She's gonna. Wait, are we in the same carriage as him?
No, he's
Okay.
just elsewhere in the area as people are loading onto carriages. That's all.
She's gonna probably stay with her friends, but she's gonna acknowledge. I think he might have a Thestral with him.
So,
Yeah.
you guys take the ride out to Hogwarts. The great hall doors swing open, bringing with them the familiar air of the huge dining hall. Decorations have been strung up along the walls, and firelight dances along the top of everyone's heads. You take your seats as the opening ceremonies begin. The headmistress stands proudly, patiently waiting for everyone to settle. "Who's that?" you can hear someone whisper, and looking up at the front, you can see a man, not Longbottom, currently stands to the back left of the headmistress. He almost looks familiar, with dark hair, thick glasses, cold grey eyes, and a calculating expression. "Good evening, students. We have many announcements to get to today, but my heart is full to welcome back all of you to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry." And kind of people give like a little clap at that. "Last year was a difficult time for all of us. We mourn the loss of such a wonderful time, but Hogwarts School has certainly always had its share of troubles in this regard. Due to the events of the previous year, the Ministry and I have chosen to restrict Hogwarts grounds to the courtyards and training grounds. Quidditch will continue as scheduled, but it is important to be understood that the forest, even getting within 100 feet of the tree line, is strictly prohibited. These restrictions are in place to foster greater safety for everyone. And to ensure such safety, please give a Hogwarts welcome to Mr. Magnus Gideon," she says, pointing to the side. And that man steps up. And Wilfred at the Hufflepuff table seems to not even have noticed until they finally said his name. "Huh? What? He'll look over to the side, like confused, surprised, and bewildered as his father takes the stand. You can see a man, his hair well combed, glasses similar to Wilfred's. He has on a long, dark trench coat with like well pleated slacks, and he will take to the stand. He says, "Good day, all. I would like to take the opportunity to formally introduce myself to the student body of Hogwarts School. You may address me as Mr. Gideon. I was sent here as an emissary and auditor of the ministry. As an inquisitor, I, along with the Board of Governors, have found Hogwarts School to have been vastly overwhelmed by its security needs. So, in order to ensure the safety of every Hogwarts student, new measures have been taken around school campus. As I'm sure you've already seen, the Ministry has lended us the finest ores they have to offer." He gestures to the sides, and you can see on the sides of the Great Hall there are every 30 feet or so a individual who is standing at attention with dark black robes and a ores badge. They are here to help. They will be ever vigilant for dangerous acts on campus. If you see something, say something. They will be here to help, for at least the remainder of the school year. While these measures stay in effect, the far grounds and greenhouses will be off limits, due to the greenhouses having been sealed and all gates having been shut. And I had forgotten to narrate about that. So you guys would have taken the carriages, you would have had to go around where the greenhouses are, and it looks like they have repaired the walls, they have sealed up the entryways, and they have placed a large glass dome over top of the greenhouse that connects to the Oxford building on all sides. Ooh. So it's like fully quarantined. Doors to the greenhouses have been sealed, all gates have been shut. You are warned that any student found within the greenhouse area while it is sealed will be subject to great scrutiny, even expulsion. I hope this message has been clear for you all. That is all. And Mr. Gideon will take a step back and gesture down toward McGonagall, who kind of purses her lips. She'll take a step forward. "I expect Mr. Gideon to be treated with just as much respect as you would give me while he is here. Of course, we are without a certain transfiguration, teacher." She looks back toward a seat on the teacher's bench that is empty. Professor Dildero's seat. "Professor Dildero was badly wounded during the events of last year, but I hear is scheduled to make a full recovery," she says. And a few people who like Professor Dildero are going to give a little clap for that. Woo!
Yeah, Cersei's definitely one of them.
"Well, he could not make it to the castle today. I am told by the heroes that he will be back in class by mid-October. While he is on care leave, Inquisitor Gideon will be filling the role of substitute transfiguration teacher." And as she's saying that, Mr. Gideon is just sitting down at an extra little seat that has been created for him. He doesn't take Dildero's seat. He is given it like an extra one on the side. Yeah. And he's sitting down at that. He will kind of give a slight wave toward everybody. "Please give him all of your support. I'm sure he'll need it. As some of you may already know, Professor Sprout has since retired from her post of herbology teacher. Professor Bruce will be replacing Pomona as head of Hufflepuff House, and our new professor, Mr. Neville Longbottom, will be stepping in to teach herbology class." She puts her hand back. "Come on up, Professor, she says, like kind of keenly, and out from the side of the teacher's area will be that man that you had met earlier. He has on this like brown corduroy suit with a soft blue undershirt, a nice tie, and it goes. His suit goes like a little bit too long, very much like a sort of almost incumbent like a robe. Um, and he will come up to the front nervously. He like smiles, and um, uh, McGonagall will like shake his hand, like put like a hand on his back, and put him right to the front. So much more love is given to him than to Mr. Magnus Gideon.
As it should.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Hello, everyone. He says, and there's like silence. You can hear someone like cough. um,
Melody kind of like
I-
gives like a big old wave kind of in the back of her seat just to be friendly because she recognizes him.
He does kind of like scan the crowd. He sees you. And he kind of preaks up just slightly. I suppose I'm supposed to say something good. Well, um, uh, I promise that although I may not be the best at public speaking, I will do my utmost best to live up to the boots Professor Sprout has given me. I, like yourselves, spent many hours learning under her guidance. And while I'm sad to not have her here, I wish her luck in her retirement. Thank you. And people will give like a little clap for him. Thank
Melody
you
was gonna
very
give a little.
much. Thank you very much, Neville. Further, as he goes to sit down in Professor Sprout's chair. Further, our last article of business. I must remind all fifth-year students that owls will be conducted this year. Please choose wisely the classes you pick to study. I do not see this year's expanded freedoms to be an opportunity to lapse in your education. By the end of the year, fifth and sixth years will conduct owls, granting the passage to newts in seven. I wish you all to study hard and make this Hogwarts year the best yet. And people give like a big hearty
Woo!
clap for her. Please remain reverent while our new first-year students are sorted into their houses, she says, and puts her hands out. Those doors will open. While there are no notable names, you enjoy watching the nervousness of all the younglings being sorted into their houses, one by one going up. You remember what it was like to be that young. Let our feast commence, the headmistress says as it's all over, and puts her hands out, at which time you expect there to be food magically appearing from thin air on your plates. But instead, the two front doors swing open once more, and you can see house elves dressed in fine clothing delivering the floating plates by hand, in sort of a line of them all coming out to um, each table. They come in single file like an army and offer you all your meals. Here you are, here you go, enjoy! You can hear them all saying.
Thank you.
I know you. I know you.
Hello, Mr. Class.
Wow, you guys are
Please don't
outside
ask
of the
me for any
kitchen.
more Twinkies.
Yes, yes, I'm a little bit nervous, I'll be very honest.
Oh, listen. You just throw a couple of these kids some Twinkies, they'll start talking like there's no end. Actually, don't give them any Twinkies because they won't stop talking. Please.
I I might have your specialty,
Oh,
he says,
oh,
and out from like she will go from behind her and pull out of thin air three Twinkies that are on top of each other.
oh,
She knows.
oh yeah.
But we're not able to send them up anymore, so I
Oh.
hope you enjoy.
Yep, I'm 100% gonna go look at Melody and be like, There's definitely some fucking wizard Hitler shit going on right now. We're on our third one. I don't like it.
Enjoy
Beckett,
Mr. Glass. They'll leave.
Thank you.
Beckett, what do you mean? I'm confused.
The history of this place. Am I the only one that delved into history?
Since when do you know history? Wilfred says.
Since I got into this world, I needed to know.
It's because of Janice. You can hear Juniper whisper loudly to Wilfred.
And Melody almost spits out her drink at that because she kind of overheard it. Like,
You shush.
One of the first years is just like, Beckett, why does Janice call you baby girl? And then Beckett's just like, we should stop talking for a while.
I will. I have fucking words of discouragement. Oh, beat your little ass.
You can hear Delilah like chuckling next to Juniper right now. And I think, yeah, like Morgan is going to be filling up with Bryn right now. They're talking about the different stuff that they did over their break, and Macy is grabbing, doing what she normally does, and grabbing as much food as she can. In like she's grabbing like the best stuff, and like making little meals for herself. She even makes one for Melody. Here.
oh, thank you, Macy.
They give us so much stuff in the start of the year. I feel like if you mix bad things, it's gonna upset your stomach.
True. I think I made that mistake one year mixing chocolate with the hot dog. It was not good.
Are you vegetarian?
No.
Okay. Just wondering. And yeah, if there's any other role play that people want to do, I know we were doing Hufflepuff there. We also got Gryffindor, of course, Cersei, Oliver. Darcy is really happy to see you, Cersei. He will be sitting next to you, and he'll like put a little arm around you and give you a hug. It's nice to not just hear you over a letter.
Yeah, I've been. This last summer, I've been really trying to, push myself a lot harder. I feel like owls and everything. It's kind of wild thinking about how there's more Hogwarts behind us than there is left.
Don't say that. Oh, did you get that magazine feature that you said you might be getting?
Oh, do I already have the magazine, or should
Sure.
I? Cersei was like, yes. I mean, it's nothing big. I just and she'll pull out like this magazine. Like it's more from France. I imagine it's like her friend from one of her Beaubaton friends that her Beaubaton pen pal sent it to her.
Pen pal.
Yeah. But she flips through it and she's like to show this one article where there's like a picture of her and everything. There are a bunch of other like artists and everything, a bunch of other little kids, but it's just like promising young
promising young artists to keep an eye out for. Cersei Travers.
Yeah, there's just like a couple of lines. There, just like, oh hey, she's doing cool stuff with magic and enchantments and stuff.
There's probably like a little picture of like you like showing a bit of fabric.
Yeah, exactly.
At least on your good side.
Cersei's like, oh, I like. It's still one of those things where it's like, you can see it just right there, but it still doesn't really feel real.
I think that you deserve it. You've been really doing something new, something I've never heard of before, and I I think you're gonna go far. You still work at Twilfit, right?
Yeah, no, I still do like sort of an internship, but at least now it's not an unpaid thing.
Yeah, I would definitely be asking for a raise.
Yeah, I'm still mostly the errand girl there, but at least I'm the errand girl with a name and not just intern girl anymore. Definitely have made a lot of progress there. Whew. They can be a bit demanding at times though, so yeah, I've put in some pretty long hours there.
Um, Darcy's gonna take the magazine and throw it at Oliver.
It's very good because
Oliver, it lands in your lap.
I'd actually like to hit Oliver in the face because this whole time he's just been staring off into space, like in like the middle distance, and that's the thing that actually snapped out of it. And he's like, "Oh, meant to be eating, right?"
I don't know. My girlfriend's pretty cool. It was recent lately. He says. You can hear some
I mean,
laughter from the peels.
I'm passing arithmancy because of him. That's pretty big. If you saw me do math, you'd know why it's impressive.
And Darcy says, "Well, good thing I don't take arithmetic."
Nobody should. It's evil class. I'm pretty sure it is itself a dark art.
You can hear Sadie laugh right now. Oh, um, I meant to talk to you guys because I wanted you to hear it from me before anything else. What's wrong, Sadie? Oh, nothing's wrong. Um, I just we won't be taking charms together this year. What?
No.
Why? And I was moved up to advanced charms early. Oh well, congratulations, Sadie. Why didn't you leave with that? I just it's kind of hard to talk about.
Oh, wait, um, just so I heard correctly, Sadie got into a higher class for charms or something.
Yeah, she is a grade ahead in charms specifically.
Ooh, okay.
She'll be with the upper years.
Yeah. Cersei's just gonna like lean like closer to Sadie, like, "Ooh, you're gonna have to give me notes or something. I want to know. Like, I've been trying to focus more on my really, see what else I can do to spice up my designs."
Yeah, yeah. I could probably shoot you with a few ideas, show you some interesting concepts. Charms just kind of come easy for me.
Oh, and we don't need to RP this whole thing out, but I do imagine that. Oh, you okay, Alex? Okay, you just were going side to side. So, we don't have to RP the whole thing out, but I do imagine Cersei does pull out the candy that she got for Darcy, but kind of teases him about it initially, just like teases him initially about like, it's like, what? I got this for myself.
You muted, Alex.
You're muted.
You didn't get me any.
Cersei just puts a little bit of candy in her mouth, like, what?
All right.
I like
I
candy
guess
too.
I'll just have to keep this chocolate frog then.
Oh, but it'd be really nice if you gave it to me. I'm trying to blink fast, but the VTuber model doesn't like it.
Yeah. Make a persuasion check, because what I'm doing right now, I think, is like if you're like blink, 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 giving those like little eyes. Darcy's like looking at you and like is gonna like look away.
I would just like that I'm judging Darcy for what they choose to do after this.
That's not fair. That's not fair. You know what you're doing, Cersei.
I'd really like a chocolate frog. It'd make me happy.
Whatever do you mean?
He's trying desperately to not do it. He's almost ready to buckle.
Cersei will give him a little kiss, a little peck on the cheek.
He's gonna pull out the chocolate frog. There. And there is 2 of them.
Yeah. Aw. Cersei will grab one, and but will hand Darcy some of the candy that she got for him.
Takes it. Kind of spitefully. Now, if you want, you can roll 2d101s.
Okay, 2d100.
101s.
Oh, 201s. Gotcha.
Yeah.
An 8 and a 63.
An 8. Interesting. Okay. That's 80. 82. 85. Oh, there it was. 8 is Derwent Shimpling, a wizarding comedian who once ate an entire venomous tentacula on a bet. Though he survived, his skin was left purple. I guess they have a high silver content. What was the other number? 71?
63.
63.
Yep,
You got
63.
Herman Wintringham, a wizard and lutenist of the popular band The Weird Sisters. And there is a set that is a part of.
Oh,
You guys enjoy Chocolate Frog together?
Cersei. Yeah, Cersei holds up the Herman one to Darcy, just like it's like, when your hair's longer, he looks a little bit like you.
Sorry. Oh, Herman Wintringham?
Yeah, the second one, not the Barney the dinosaur one.
Barney the dinosaur?
No. Cersei holds up the Herman one to Darcy, like, when your hair's longer, he looks a little bit like you. And then she'll hold up the the other one to Oliver, the Derwent. It's like, and when you keep falling down the stairs, this one looks like you.
I don't think I ever turned purple from it, but fair enough.
Oliver actually found something last year. Okay.
Just,
I mean, like,
you.
how many times have you rolled for the stupid staircases and got, like, less than a 10? Nearly every time.
Almost every time.
It's been 5 years. And you do it every downtime, and you fail every downtime. Except for this one.
Yeah, it's like Oliver is just like, yes, I'm gonna do what Cersei's doing with Dildro and just keep using a slot on something that I'm never gonna get.
So yeah, the first time I rolled it, I got an 8. And then I think after that, every single one was 10 or less, except for that time I found the bear when I got like a 13. So it's like 7 or 8 times.
That's wild. Absolutely wild. Well, our first class of the day is herbology. So the next morning, you guys wake up, get into your herbology gear, and heading out into the halls, you look down at your fifth year class schedule, and may as well pull that up, right? Let's get it fifth
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
year. No, it's I don't have it there. Okay, I'll have like the class schedule fifth year. Okay, browser. There. This is your fifth year class schedule. It is filled to the brim. However, all classes are technically optional. And that's why McGonagall was like, don't consider the new freedoms of dropping classes to be a chance to lapsing your education. Because someone could potentially take like one class and that would mean that they wouldn't be like able to take the owl for the other classes until like sixth year. And if you don't take them in sixth year, then you can't take the newts in seventh. So plenty of planning to go
Oh
into
god, I have
it.
to choose between Muggle Studies and Referencing. This is violence.
So, first one is herbology. Professor Longbottom, Greenhouse 11, Southern Grounds. What? There's never been a Greenhouse 11. Well, walking out to the clock tower courtyard, you go toward the wooden bridge and are stopped by two oars. Excuse me. Reason for passage. I see, like, the group of you are all starting to go down to fucking herbology.
We have a class, a Greenhouse 11.
Lenny, seriously, you do not have to stop everybody who comes down here. Well, Gideon said to stop people who look suspicious. Do these people look suspicious to you? And the Aura will look back. I can't tell. He says.
And at that, like,
I-
Daphne pops up out of her overalls and just, just like, dang it, Daphne.
You ever get shivved before?
Unauthorized creature! Pulls out his wand. Like, Lenny, stop! Like, stopping each other.
Fight me, coward!
And you can go. You can go. It's all right. Sorry about him.
Well, I feel very safe.
Just know, I have one. Gonna do the two fingers to the eyeballs thing, right back at him as we're walking away.
They let you through, and across the bridge, you go into the standing stones, and down the hill, you can see a newly constructed glass greenhouse on the hill leading down toward Hagrid's hut. It's a large glass arboreum, a huge greenhouse that probably is going to host all of your classes down here. As you walk inside, it's much bigger than it looks. Many plants sit along the ledges and tables, probably too many, to be quite honest. Up at the front of one of the many tables in here, Professor Longbottom turns around, holding an odd violet plant. Oh, I see you all found your way here, all right? Hope you don't mind. I'm setting everyone up still. Oh, the plants, I mean. Today, we'll be studying a semi-sentient plant, the Screech Snap. He shows the plant, and I'll get a picture of the Screech Snap for you. You guys know what it looks like. Sending it to you now. He sets down this like reed-like plant with odd mouthy purple bulbs sticking out of the ends, slightly moving. If, like myself, you've been teased for talking to plants, you'll find this lesson particularly vindicating. Particularly vindicating. Particularly vindicating. This lesson particularly vindicating. You can hear each flower speaks out in response. Juniper's like, no way, she says, looking at them. Now, can anyone tell me why they might behave in this way? Any ideas?
Hand.
Okay. Anyone who wishes to answer may make a herbology check. Melody gets a d4.
Yippee!
Yeah, I'll also try rolling for it.
Okay.
Oh, that is not where I need to do that shit. There we go. $13. Cersei's got it. Oh,
Natural.
Beckett's got it.
I got a 19.
How about you? What was your name again?
A Beckett
No,
glass.
oh, he was actually pointing towards Cersei.
Oh, I can't see
not
him.
You. Yeah, I know. Well, you didn't roll, did you? Oh, you got
I did.
19.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, he's pointing at Cersei.
Oh, sitting right behind me.
Mhm. Oh, sorry, the person behind you, Beckett. It's good to know your name, though. Take me a little bit to learn.
Cersei. So yeah, Cersei rolled a nat 1,
Uh-huh.
which with her intelligence made that roll a 0.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine Cersei Cersei's sits there and she's just like, is it because they're like Mandrake's brothers?
What?
You know,
no.
like like when you have a family that have sort of similar skills, and like your sister might be good at like drawing, so you're also good at drawing. So like those plants can talk because
I
they're
would
like,
say they are not particularly related to mandrakes in any way. How about Mr. Beckett?
and Cersei is just like, oh no, why did I raise my hand?
And Beckett, the phenomenon is called. There you go.
The phenomenon is called a mimicry.
That's correct. Yes. In the wild, they mimic the calls of birds to attract them. This way, the birds eat their seeds and drop them off elsewhere when they poop. And few people chuckle out at that. And he says, "We're gonna. Each one of you should have one of these screech snaps, and I'd like for you to interact with it. See what you can get it to say, and try to understand the way that it works. And everyone may make a herbology check."
Let's see if this one goes any better.
And that'll be 5 points to Hufflepuff.
Yep.
Hey-o!
It'll be another 5 points. Because I got a net 20.
And inspo to Cersei for the train wreck of an answer.
Melody got a 21.
Damn. Okay. Melody got 21. Did I hear Becca got nat 20?
Yep.
Damn! Okay.
Hufflepuff might be
That's
winning
another
the
5
House Cup
points to
again.
Hufflepuff.
Oliver is realizing he should have dropped his class. He's not like, oh shit.
Cersei got 11.
11. Okay. Better than last year. Oliver.
Dirty one.
Oh no.
Okay. So, you, like, Cersei, what do you say to them? Are you, like, teaching them swear words? Are you... what are you teaching them that maybe got you that 11?
I imagine Cersei kind of looks at them and it's like, okay, so Becca explained it's mimicry. So if I say something, they'll say it back. And so Cersei starts training them to say, Cersei's the greatest. Cersei's so cute. Cersei's amazing. Oh my gosh. And she just sits there like, oh, thank you. Thank you.
That yeah, you get 1,000 compliments from these little things talking out toward you. Professor Longbottom is taking notes around class. And, okay, and he will be able to see Beckett, who has successfully been able to start kind of having a conversation with them. They even start to say certain words that you have not particularly said back to them yet. They're starting to form their own words. And 5 points to Hufflepuff, Mr. Beckett.
I'm fucking magic, baby. I can talk to plants.
Amid all the mocking plant noises around the greenhouse, Oliver's plant, as you speak to it for the first time, suddenly erupts into a long, drawn out, human like scream. You're like, hello there, and it goes. He's just screaming loudly. And you can hear Professor Longbottom come running over there. Or they can scare off larger creatures whom they feel threatened by. Professor Longbottom yells over it and starts to pinch the lower stem softly, immediately muting and calming the plant for you.
I'm gonna
Sorry
look
about that,
over
lad.
at Professor Longbottom and go, how am I intimidating to it? I'm 5'5".
You may not be able to understand the way that their perspective, but they still have one.
Well, I was gonna get them to perform Coolio's Gangster's Paradise, but I guess that's off the table.
Fucking hell, dude.
And then Melody just over here just making like little different types of bird noises just to see if it actually mimics them. And then she just kind of like brings out Daphne so she can like squeak at it to see if it'll squeak back.
Juniper's, it'll mimic any sound given to it. Juniper nearby is getting some kind of like quartet of them. God only knows what I mean without you. Beach Boys.
Nice.
And Longbottom will like give kind of like a snap clap listening to that. And that is your first herbology class together. So question, who is in divinations class? It's divinations or ancient runes.
I am in divinations class.
Hell yeah. Anyone else?
Do we have to choose one?
Yeah.
think you
Well,
can-
no, because you can choose neither and
You
get a
can do
free period.
neither, yeah.
Yeah, because I dropped div and I do not feel like taking
Yeah.
ancient runes.
I don't trust Melody enough to do divinations. So we're gonna go over to ancient runes for that class.
All right. So, Oliver, you walk up to the top of the coiling staircase, serpentine staircase, all the way up to the top. You enter into the classroom, and you can see the tall divination tower up here with its vaulted ceilings and like curtains, drapes that wind down from the sides. And currently, Madame Trelawney is just waiting patiently up at the front. People find their seats, and in the back corner, sitting on one of the nearby tables, is Mr. Magnus Gideon, who is here. One leg like put over his knee, and he currently has a little notepad. Hi, Hadley. What's going on? You want to rub on your chest? What? Are you not using words today? Okay, you should go ask Mom. No. Because I'm working. Hug. You want a hug? Okay. Okay, she doesn't have a shirt on, so I'm just gonna...
There we go.
I'm taking over this game now. Everybody roll initiative. We're fighting
fuck.
him.
Oh.
Mr. Gideon is a bitch.
Fucking coward. I've seen this before.
In Monday morning, we got to meet Mr. Gideon in the dragon fight.
What?
So I'm seeing a lot of his ass lately.
Although I did see the clip of the thighs, and I'm just like,
You have to be there.
shakes my head.
Oh, the thighs. Yeah, that was the thoughts winning out. I was like, this would be funny to say. I shouldn't say that, and then I said it, and I was like, yeah. I'm sorry.
It was really funny though.
Where are your thighs? It was like, hey yo, yo. So anyway, yeah, Mr. Magnus Gideon is here, performing a little bit of an audit of sorts.
Can I ask very quickly who else is in this class?
Absolutely. It's like class list. This year in Divinations class for 5th year, we've got Levi, Gemma, Delilah, Nolan, Morgan, Rin, Juniper, Wilfred, who is sitting with his father. He does not look happy about it. Darcy, Logan, Nate, Brett, Drusilla, and Saoirse.
Okay. I definitely think I will make sure I sit next to Darcy then.
Right now, Darcy's looking at something on their desk, and there's something right in front of you, like a book, waiting for you when you sit down. And Madame Trelawney will begin to speak. What's her voice sound like? You will find on the tables before you copies of the Dream Oracle by Inigo Imager. Dream interpretation is a most important means of defining the future, and one that may very probably be tested in your hour. Not, of course, that I believe examination passes or failures are of the remotest importance when it comes to the sacred art of divination. If you have the seeing eye, certificates and grades matter very little. I would have to disagree, Miss Trelawney. Someone speaks up. Side. Dad. Wilfred will look down. It's important that the Ministry is aware of the potential for malpractice within your class. Examinations are a show of excellency and aptitude. If we do not test our students thoroughly, he says, looking toward Wilfred, how are we to know if your practices are actually preparing these students for success? She seems a little off-put at first. Divinations and the truths it shows are true whether or not those without the sight believe it. He looks down at his notepad. That remains to be seen. Please carry on. And everyone will have the opportunity to learn one divination spell, so Oliver will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna learn Revelio.
Very good spell to have. Revelio. Revelio. Ting. Ting.
I hate it. It's a constant thing.
I got a 15.
You got it. That's a success for Revelio. So, casting Revelio, you are given, after reading about like dream interpretation stuff, which will be what your owl is going to be, you decide to go back to your book and you can find a spell in here, Revelio. And it says that it reveals the true nature of objects in the area. So, like, if you were to cast, oh shit, what is it called?
Abscondi?
No, well, yes, but I'm looking for like, oh, like if you were to cast Pellucity Palace, like have like an object be invisible. If you cast Revelio, that object will be turned visible. There is no check needed, no saving throw needed.
It just works.
It just works.
It's like King Crimson.
A fucking
What the fuck
JoJo
is King
reference.
Crimson?
It is a JoJo reference.
It just works.
The simple fact is, it just works.
I only ended up watching the first season of JoJo.
It
It
goes
is
the later it goes, the
hard.
harder it goes.
It does, yeah.
As someone whose favorite part is part 7.
I remember getting into it because one of my friends said, like, "Oh, yeah, in part 4, JoJo punches a plate of spaghetti because it seems suspicious to him."
It's justified.
That sounds about a JoJo thing.
Revelio says, with a flick of your wand, the true appearance of a creature or object is revealed. A disguised, hidden, invisible, or otherwise magically concealed target is made visible, dispelling any spell providing such effects, and magically removing physical alterations. Your wand must be pointing at the target for the spell to take effect. After that, after divination's class is all done, you're walking down the corridor in the bottom of the Oxford building to head to your next class, or I think probably to like lunch at that point. And you hear ding dong, a like bell that you've never heard before, or maybe you might have, but it is the seldom used like loudspeaker of Hogwarts. They are able to send different messages throughout the school, and you can hear someone speaking out. All reading materials used by students must be confirmed for use by the approval of the School Administration Committee. The minimum penalty for the infraction of this ordinance will be no less than 3 days' detention. Thank you. And this is Ordinance number 1.
Oh no.
I told you.
Ancient Runes class. Oh, and Oliver, I guess I need to get your grade.
Yeah.
So you have 15? That's an E, my friend.
It's funny because I wasn't in Div last year because it was data referencing.
Now for Ancient Runes class. Up in the southwest tower of the Oxford building, class is beginning for Ancient Runes. You all take your seats among the circular wooden lecture hall and stare down at the lower stage where Professor Babbling begins class. Today we are covering the topic of enchantment. Who can tell me one of the 4 ways one can enchant an item?
Cersei will raise her hand like right away.
Melody's raising her hand. Okay. Miss Travers. Do you have an answer, or would you like me to send you one?
Yeah, I feel like Cersei knows, but as a player, I'm like, oh, it was
Sure.
magic.
So what you've been doing...
Also magic, and more magic.
Seriously, what you have been doing, but instead of etching it into stone, you've been using like metal wire, right?
Yeah.
You've been doing that.
Okay.
Miss Travers.
Yeah, Cersei will raise her hand. Yes. Rune etching is one.
Rune etching is painstaking work. Yes. 5 points to Gryffindor. People work for many days, even months, to properly etch runes upon items. creating lasting but not always permanent effects. Should the runes be damaged, the item becomes useless. That's rune etching. Miss, I think they'll go with somebody else. Mr. Levi, if you will. I believe alchemy is a form of enchantment. Yes, 5 points to Slytherin. Alchemy. It creates permanent and powerful transfigurations-based effects. The greatest of all being the Philosopher's Stone, which can create any item into gold, or also can prolong life through the creation of the elixir of immortality. And she will go, Miss Brimshire. You have your hand up. Here, I'll send you one.
I think I do know one.
Okay.
You can still send it to me, but I do have one. Yeah. Bewitchment.
Yes, yes. Bewitchment is a curious divinations-based effect, which grants the item in question temporary and usually non-lasting pseudo-sentience. It's important to note that while these sort of things can be very convincing, they are not actually alive. And that would be 5 points to Hufflepuff. Who can name our last one? There, a lot of the hands have started to go down. Brett has his up. Mr. James. Imbuation. Yes. 5 points to Ravenclaw, she says. Imbuation, not often thought of. Imbuing an object is less of a science and more of an art, as the many paintings around Hogwarts are imbued with animation, and some bewitched also with thought, she says, looking toward Brimshire. Imbuation is the weakest of the four enchantments, and is, for all intents and purposes, the least useful. And that is your lesson for Ancient Runes class. Everybody may attempt 2 spells with Wisdom.
Ooh, okay. Cersei's gonna attempt for Tizzy Mum.
Remember to, oh, you're not using the bot, so never mind.
And what's my wisdom again? My wisdom is +0, so it's just flat roll.
Charms plus Wiz.
16.
Woo!
Very good. That's a successful attempt
Woo!
for Tissimum. You are able to write out in front of you the many numbers. You're able to calculate the hardness of an item. Sort of, only something that is harder than that item can actually do any damage to it, like Mohs hardness scale. And instead, you can then times that by a certain amount to make it abnormally resistant to damage.
Ooh. And for the second one, Cersei will do she'll, I think she's gonna try oh, is it here? 1 second. Yes, Protego Maxima.
Mm.
So let's see if she can get it with a um 1 second. Sorry about that. Yeah. Let's see if she can get with the flat roll. No, she can't.
And this is Ancient Runes, not Arithmancy, so it's not graded as harshly. You'll get an A overall.
Okay.
Woo!
Melody?
She's got 2, so she's going to first try to lock in Repair Farge. Make sure I got the pluses. Yep. Oh, dirty 20.
Nice. Yeah, Repair a Farge. You can reverse different transfiguration effects. You're able to find their transforming vector. You are able to change that in kind of reverse by using math and like taking like a square root of that vector and changing it back on itself to get it right back to the original object that was created. That's Repair a Farge.
Okay. And then she's also going to cast a Pugno.
Mm.
And that's going to be that. 18.
20 and an 18.
And
High or low?
Hufflepuff rocking it today.
Let's go high today.
I got low. So you will get an E.
That's fine.
And with everyone else completing Ancient Runes class, Beckett, you got a free period.
I'm gonna go practice with my sword.
Janice, of course, is definitely in class.
Oh yeah.
You know, because that's
Is
what's up.
is Takashi here? Rin's bodyguard? No. Damn
No,
it.
he's only for out of school.
Okay.
Yeah. That would be awesome, though, but he's
Yeah.
not here. Now, where do you go to practice?
Man, now I gotta think because there's a lot of stuff closed off now. I don't think Rojas would give me another training dummy because I destroyed the last one. Any?
You want to go search for a good place?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Make a investigation check, please.
Where? There you are. Boop. 7.
Walking around Hogwarts School, you are checking through doors. Not good, not good. You open up into a door in the quad, and it's classroom 11. You open up the door, there's bright light from the inside. There's grass on the floor and tall trees on the right and left. It's a perfect place to practice a bit of sword work. It's nice and open. You could even like attack one of the trees. But it is a indoor forest. This is canon.
This is canon.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Upon my better judgment says no, but this is perfect. We're gonna practice in here.
I just noticed Beckett's tagline. So Beckett, you kind of get into certain stances, pulling your sword out. I almost feel like we get some kind of in Beckett's head where you're a part of some like anime about to go into a final battle. I can have you make a I guess it'd be a proficiency check. You're already proficient in swords, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so the question becomes, what exactly are you trying to get out of practicing with your sword?
I guess like trying to find a how would you call it? I guess that wouldn't work either. Because casting the spells out of it would be new to him.
Mm-hmm.
So something along those lines, like a good time to cast spells, like when swinging or whatever.
I'm just trying to see. Okay, sure. I would like you to make a proficiency roll, please. So that's just plus what? Is it 4 at this level, or is
Yep.
it 3?
4. 8.
Yeah. So you don't have Janice to really show you exactly how to do fencing and whatnot, and you're just enjoying your space. You go one last time and swing the sword, and you can hear a thundering boom, and a bombarda has flown out of the edge of your sword, and you can see a tree has been uprooted from its space, falling down and resting halfway onto the wall nearby. Ooh.
Oh, what the fuck?
I would prefer it if you didn't destroy my classroom. Walking out of the foliage on the right hand side is a centaur. Clop, 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 clop.
I didn't know this was a classroom.
I suppose you don't take divinations. Few people take my class.
What?
Stargazing says. Sorry, not stargazing, but um, here we read the stars, not blast spells.
I'm gonna put my sword away, because now I'm full on interested. I actually love looking at stars.
He starts coming a little bit closer toward that tree that you uprooted. You are a wizard, are you not?
Uh, Still kind of new at it, but yes.
And he gestures down toward the tree, like, you gonna fix it?
Do I have it?
What do you mean? Do you have it?
How would I fix it?
Reparo?
Yeah, I don't.
Do you have Reparo?
I don't have Reparo.
So he looks down at the tree, like, go ahead,
uh, I don't know that one.
Oh, all right.
Uh,
I'm sure I can get Mr. Filch down to take a look at it.
I
What is your name?
apologize. I didn't know I could cast spells out of the sword. I'm so sorry. My name is Beckett Glass.
Beckett Glass. I'm Professor Firenze. He's not going to say it's a pleasure to meet you because it's not.
Yeah. I'm getting the strong feeling you don't like me at all.
Very insightful, he says. Now, if you would please exit my class so that I might be able to repair the damage you've done.
Yep, you got it. Goodbye.
You meet Professor Firenze, who is not really the nicest dude.
And he's not
Yeah,
gonna be
I
nicer
recall
to
reading.
me.
I recall reading him, and he was just like, because he teaches stargazing, but he also doesn't believe that wizards will ever be able to do it right. So he's like, I don't know why I'm here. I teach it to you, but I mean, it takes a lifetime to actually learn. So that's his whole thing.
I'm gonna
So
downtime him as Garnet.
is his class available this year, or is that not?
Is next year. Next year is available.
Ooh.
Oh wait, next year?
Mhm.
It said for some reason on the 5th year list it's this year.
Professor Firenze? No,
Oh, Trulawney. That's why.
Trelawney. Yeah. In sixth year and seventh, they like partner to do that stuff, since the stuff that he teaches is very complicated. So he teaches essentially advanced divinations, or a branch of it.
Well, I gotta figure out when to time this correctly, because can't piss anybody else off.
He'll be ding dong. Beckett class to the headmistress office, please. yeah, we're gonna 5 house points.
He got
gone
your
from
ass,
Hufflepuff.
dude.
God damn it,
You end up
Beckett.
getting detention with Mr. Filch,
Shit.
but you were able to meet him and try out some stuff. But also there is another ordinance. Ordinance 2. All sweet treats, such as bonbons, lollipops, hard candies, jellies, popsicles, cakes, sour candies, fudge, ice cream, candy floss, and chocolates are hereby banned from Hogwarts grounds on account of the insurance of student health. Thank you.
I'm gonna fucking freak the fuck out.
Melody just like after class, just eating the treacle fudge, just fuck, and then just starts shoving it in as quickly as possible.
Changes already are coming. And with that, that is a good time to take our break.
Woo! Woo!
10 minutes, guys.
Are you looking for that perfect gift for that tabletop role player in your life? For that podcaster? For that little sister that keeps going on and on about shiny math rocks? Well, look no further. OBP Musical has you covered. Original theme music for your characters, worlds, podcasts, and more. Has your bard written lyrics about a party member's tragic demise? Let us compose to them. Or better yet, let us write those lyrics for you. But the goodness, no, greatness, doesn't stop there. How would you like a cast member of Les Miserables, Disney, or Come From Away to sing your pieces? Oh, you bet you would. Fully orchestrated cinematic pieces. Pieces like this.
Who'd rise to meet the call, who'd fiercely face the danger, be a hero to them all. For the hordes of people
We have 8 vocalists, 7 composers, 2 lyricists, and an admin team ready to take your request. For as low as $60 US, you can get your own musical theme. OBP Musical, making fantasy a reality.
This episode of Magic and Mysterium is not brought to you by Twinkies. We just really wish they were. We keep reaching out for brand deals. Come on, Twinkies. We'll totally shill out for like a free t-shirt and, a month's supply of Twinkies.
This episode of Magic and Mysterium is brought to you by communism. When everyone is under Big Brother, House of Ministry, everyone is happy. Please help. We are in desperate need of fun.
This episode of Magic and Mysterium is brought to you by Sexualizing Wilfred's Father. Coming soon to a game near you.
Leave it to Alex, head communist, to bring in some shit.
This episode of Magic and Mysterium is brought to you by the Degradation Kink. That is legit just Wilfred's father, because I befriended Wilfred and also Billy, and Wilfred's father is a bitch.
Like bitches in all I have to do is intimidate him, or bitches in he's an asshole.
Bitches is an asshole and straighter than a goddamn ruler.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts.
I mean, with Beckett, anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Listen, my persuasion, high. High.
How high are we talking?
Since we got to the level 9, we were at +9.
Nice.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I think the highest one that I have is Magical Creatures, which is like a +8. I swear.
Yes! Yes!
What?
Quidditch PvP!
Alex, you're on mute again.
What do you mean Quidditch PvP?
Look at server chat.
Oh, the Quidditch Online thing.
Mm-hmm.
It looks to me like a shitty mobile game though.
Listen, if it's on mouse and key or on the sticks, I'm gonna be there. Because
On
Quidditch World Cup on
sticks?
PS2, nah, I was a god. Yeah, controller. They call it the sticks because of the thumbsticks.
Ah. I've been just enjoying the new Kirby Forgotten Land, and it's so fun and cute, and I keep fucking falling off the edge because I'm a terrible platform gamer.
We're moving on to our next classes here. Who is in Muggle Studies?
I think I am in Muggle Studies in the Great
Yay!
Betrayal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here's the thing. Melody has been in both Muggle Studies and the other one.
Arithmancy.
Arithmancy.
Right. So it's...
So was Oliver. So
Gotta pick one
it's a
this year.
hard choice.
Arithmancy, could learn more spells. Muggle Studies, could learn about actual Muggle stuff. But she's already getting it from like Beckett and Olivia and that. I would like to do more spells, so I'm gonna go for Arithmancy this time.
Beckett or Cersei?
No, I don't think Cersei's in Muggle Studies.
Okay. So, Oliver, you go down to the Muggle Studies classroom, and Professor Milne is sort of standing by the door as people are walking in. Says, Miss Green, happy to see you again. Yeah, happy to see you too, Professor. She goes past. He invites. Oh, actually, let me quickly get exactly who's in his class. Fifth year Muggle Studies, yeah. And Miss Moreno, hello. He'll like give her like a little salute, and she will salute him back. um, and my favorite triplets, hello, hello. And hi, Professor. Hey, what's up? Logan says as they walk in. And Saoirse will come down, and him and Saoirse will like have like a little like secret handshake, and then you and Reese walk in after that. Morning, Professor. Morning, Reese. Oliver, good to see you. I have your two desks reserved over here.
That's very romantic.
I'll see why not, he says. I always find that learning is more enjoyable when you have friends around. A little wink.
Oliver will smile very wildly at that.
And as you go to sit down, you can notice leaning on the back wall on the right-hand side is none other than the fucking bastard who's been in so many of your classes already. He hasn't been in every one of them. He's just been here and there.
He's been in every one of mine.
In every one of yours, he's been there. Yeah.
He's stalking
Funny.
me, dude. I'm
He
freaking
is.
out.
He's there, like currently writing in like a notepad right now. And then he'll stop. He'll put that away and look around. And Professor Milne is kind of far into his lecture. He says, he has a map open of the world and is talking about different things. By the late 20th century, colonialism had largely ended due to the succession of two great wars. Britain and other governments no longer really had the same power it once had. In a relatively short period of time, its remaining colonies no longer damn it, I'm just messing up with my mouth. Tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips. Its remaining colonies, now no longer dominated by a cohesive military force, could not be held in check easily. For most colonies, this shift in power resulted in a peaceful transition to new democratically elected governments, largely impacted by the oversight and staged coups of our new global superpower, the United States of America. And, oh boy, that is going to be quite the box to unpack. Since we're looking at how their structure of power has been built today, let's start with the arrival of the explorers. Genocidal maniacs along Central America. Hernando Cortez, Christopher Columbus, Francisco Pizarro, Pedro de Alvaro, and Juan Ponce de Leon, to name a few.
Alex, I'm going to raise my hand.
Sure.
Middlesbrough's own Captain Cook.
You talked about this last time. Captain Cook.
He's a very fascinating fellow. Not a fun one, but a fascinating fellow.
He is a real piece of shit.
Photographer, naval explorer. Yeah, Pacific Ocean, New Zealand, and Australia. Well, Captain Cook specifically didn't really give rise to the sort of system that we see in America today, but he did... Whoops, little thing popped up. Why am I getting JavaScript asking me? What the hell? It's weird.
Curse you, Java.
Fuck you, JavaScript. He says, but he did impact heavily with New Zealand and Australia in particular. I must ask, Professor. Magnus Gideon puts up his hand. Sure, of course. Is this recollection of Muggle history not colored by your own biases as a Muggle? What reassurance does the Ministry have that you're not simply teaching falsities or skewing events based on personal political agenda? Bill's taking it back a little bit.
Can I walk in?
No, you're not part of this class.
I'll take Muggle Studies now.
Okay, you're in Muggle Studies.
Because I'm definitely not taking arithmancy. 100%.
Beckett?
As another person, as another Muggle, or I come from Muggle, raised, I actually came from America. And his biases aren't too far off.
Or perhaps they simply align with yours. But if anything is the case, I at least want to understand a little bit more about this before I'm able to properly audit the rubric.
And I guess it's
Professor
better to
Milne.
listen than to interrupt.
Professor Milne gives you like a little smile. That's gonna be secretly 5 points given to Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
I got it back. Let's go.
You got it back. That's right. That's right. And then he says, Mr. Gideon, I have been a part of the Wizarding World for many years. This is my home. I hold no personal bias against it. Wasn't your wife murdered by wizards? There's a silence that overtakes the entire class. Milne says, what? Alicia Milne, May 4th, 1997. Left the house at 9:38 p.m. in flagrant violation of ministry curfew, at which time she was not seen again until 3:45 a.m., where she was, I'm aware, Mr. Gideon. I will reiterate. I hold no ill will towards wizards. Is that suitable for you? There's a long silence as the two stare at each other. Please continue with your lesson.
I'm gonna fucking cook this man. You don't fuck with Milne. You don't fuck with him.
Everyone may make a Muggle Studies check, please. Who's in this class? So Oliver and Beckett.
Nat 20.
The best part is I have a -2 in this, despite always giving the Middlesbrough law. That is a 3.
Hey, Oliver, take my subscriber advantage.
Oh, thank you.
So, Beckett, have you ever... What just happened?
Oh,
3-1. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that is too bad. That is really too bad.
Oliver is too angry to focus on his school.
Mm-hmm.
He is absolutely raging about all that.
Mr. Gideon has no end to questions that he has been posing to Professor Milne throughout the course of his lessons, and it is very distracting. And you're like, Wilfred came from that? Like, this guy's a rat bastard.
Yeah, Oliver is like literally like biting his like clenched hand because he's like he is dying like to like say or do something like really bad, but he really knows he shouldn't, and he's meant to be the one with the straight out of the siblings.
And Beckett, as you're working hard and like working on your little essay or something like that, or like, you know, your notes, Professor Milne will kind of come by and actually crouch down toward, you know, do that thing where creatures will like crouch down at your shit.
Yeah.
He's like, thanks for the vote of confidence, Mr. Claus.
Welcome. I'm not gonna let that slide, by the way. He keeps acting out. No, sir.
Yeah. Wizards and muggles have one major thing in common. We both end up often accept falsehoods without first doing the work to know if they're true or not. But looks like your essay on American imperialism is going well.
Yep.
5 points to Hufflepuff.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, it's
Maybe
kind
we're
of
weak.
it's kind of redundant for me to take this class coming from America. It's basically like cheating, if you will. But now I think I'm here to stay as long as this man stays here.
I'll need your help, he says. A little smile.
Anytime.
Okay. Let's see on Muggle Studies. At which point I am giving everybody a free period. I'm gonna go grab some pizza, and I'll be back. And in the meantime, you guys figure out what you want to do for your free period.
Huzzah.
Okay.
Kill.
Kill.
Cool.
Destroy.
So, from the runes class, we know about a possible philosopher's stone. Who wants to go exploring?
Cersei didn't take Mogul studies or arithmancy, so I'm like, ooh, does Cersei get to do two things?
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah,
I'm
'cause I
gonna go
realized-
destroy Gideon's room. 100%.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to be learning more spells.
I'm gonna be working on a little thing of my own. Which is to say, I'm gonna hang out with Wilfred and talk about how I'm gonna kill his dad. So
Probably say, Melody, take arithmancy, and then the free period, she's just going to be like, okay, research on philosopher's stone. Let's fucking go.
It's not like they're so. I mean, it's not like the Philosopher's Stone is here in the castle.
Sounds like something someone would say.
Huh?
When are you going on break?
We already did break.
Oh, you didn't come out.
I didn't come out because I was doing extra writing.
Damn it, I have to talk to you, you little shithead.
Oh shit! Well,
It's okay. It's not a big deal. We can talk later.
okay. I went to go heat up some pizza, and Jordan was like, "No, don't do that. I got you food. It's coming." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Oh,
I
nice.
could hear you. You guys are talking. So Oliver, you wanna scheme? That's what you want to do for your free period?
yeah, well, in general, I just want to hang out with Wilfred and make sure he's like okay because I really hate his dad, so he must really hate his dad.
Dude has to
You
live
know?
with him. Yeah. So I know what you're doing. Beckett, do you know what you're doing?
Bye.
If you don't have any idea,
no, I
you
do.
can
I
also
do.
bank free periods too.
I
Okay.
have an idea. I want to know where this Gideon guy is staying.
Okay, yeah, you can do some investigating there. That's a good idea. I might even recommend you go with Oliver because maybe we could all kind of do that together. Since same Gideon pressing. Cersei, you were like, do I get two things? You do. You do get two things.
Woo!
And we will be doing. I just split it up because technically we're actually jumping into session 29 because I mean it's a 4-person game, so we go through stuff really quickly. We're actually jumping into session 29, and so we're gonna do after this free period we're gonna do DADA and then arithmancy, just so you guys know.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
Now, Cersei, so what are you doing for your 2 free periods?
I think for one of the two things is that she's gonna practice. She'll practice. Do, 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 do. I think she'll practice some of her transfiguration.
All right.
So,
to what end? Like, what's the purpose? Spells?
Like, you get to practice one spell during a free period, right? Or
you get 2 attempts, so you can technically do 2 spells.
Okay. Then she'll practice Incarcerous first, because she's just trying to lock in some spells right now, basically.
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to figure out what everyone's doing right now. So you're going to be doing that, practicing spells. Melody, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna flip a coin real quick. Love how I was like, just go straight there. There we go. Yeah, so she's gonna probably do some yeah, she'll probably do some bonding time with Daphne.
Mhm.
Probably at one of the courtyards, so that way she can like be able to control her better.
Okay, good to know then. Good to know. Let's do Cersei's first. So Cersei, maybe you're with Melody in like the south courtyard. So Melody's doing her thing with that. Meanwhile, you're just like hanging out together, and you are trying out some spells.
Makes sense to
So
me.
were you doing Incarcerous?
Yes. And then let me double check my. Yes, my transfiguration is real good. 27.
Heyo.
So that's lucky.
Ayo.
Locked in. Incarcerous will shoot like cords up out of the ground, like these black bands, and will grab around like a potted plant and pull it down.
Whew. And for the other one, she'll practice. Yeah, she'll practice. She'll practice repair a farge.
Okay.
So let's do that again. 1d. 22.
Yeah, that's a success for repair, Farge. Is that locked in now?
Yep, both of those are locked in.
Are you doing 2 more spells with your second free period, or are we doing something else?
I think for Cersei's second free period, she's gonna try and find Gemma.
Okay. Are the two of you friends?
No, but Cersei's still gonna
Ah.
look for her anyway.
Okay, super interesting. So yeah, you're trying this out, casting spells and melody. Right now, you have your little boy out,
Girl.
or is it a girl? Girl, your little girl out right now, trotting around. They are leaping up and then like jumping down, like how a fox does in snow,
Mhm.
and kind of burying their beak into the ground a little bit here and there, causing little holes to show up in the grass.
Good job, Daphne. You're doing good.
I'd like you to please make a magical creatures check.
Cool. Ah, 12, and it's also in that one.
You deserve to have inspiration. I just haven't given it to you because I forget often. So if you want to use that inspiration to roll this, you can.
Ooh, much better. 18.
Okay. Yeah, with an 18, you're there like scritching behind the ears back here, and you can see a wind begins to kind of pick up in the area, and that kind of causes them to put their wings out, and they will turn toward the wind and feel it drifting in through the left-hand side, a huge archway that often has tiny little, wind tornadoes. Drifting in the space, kicking up old leaves and whatnot and pieces of dirt. And they will kind of catch the wind under their wings for a minute, and they kind of give a flap, 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 but they do not rise into the air. Still young.
It's alright. Maybe when you get a little bigger, you can maybe try again. But you're doing good.
Oh, hello, Miss Brimshire. You can hear Hagrid walking into the space. He's got a like a trowel, like a big shovel. That's in one hand and a big bag in the other.
Hi, Hagrid. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Just getting ready for the magical creatures class. It's gonna be a big one.
What are we looking for today?
I'm looking for flubber worms right now. Not exactly. That's not what we'll be looking after. Don't worry. But it will be good food for them.
Ah, okay.
You can hear a like a cawing as it goes over toward Hagrid. Oh, he puts down the shovel. Who's this? He says, going down. He jumps right up into Hagrid's arms and like, oh.
Oh, that's Daphne. She's a little baby griffin. Gregory at home was making children with his partner Silver, and she was the very runt of it.
Oh, you're not. That's fine. I was the runt of my litter too. He kind of laughs. He knows. My brother is way much larger than I am. He says. He's gonna give them like a nice pet, constantly pushing down those feathers until you can see the stalks, like the feathers that come up right here, begin to like go back. It is very happy to be in his arms. He says, "Oh, the changes going around school. Be nice to finally start class. It's not till later in the week though."
I'm a little bit worried about all the changes, to be honest. It just feels restrictive.
Oh, it's dangerous times, but he's gonna stop himself from really talking because he is a part of the faculty. He cannot like speak down about the ordinances and stuff. But you can kind of see that like he agrees with you. He'll place your griffin down into your hands here, and Miss Travers, good to see you. Are you signed up for magical creatures this year?
Oh, no, I didn't think I signed up for it. Cersei will like sort of nudge Cat by her foot because Cat's just like resting around like her ankle, basically. It's like I kind of needed to take the class so I could have this one with me. Didn't want to leave her back home.
I understand. That's fine. That's fine. We have a bit of a smaller class this year. That's normally what happens with later years. Students don't seem to care as much about magical creatures these days. But I'm happy that you're happy. He says, looking at the little cat and giving it a wave, and the cat will like put its head and look away from him.
Melody, I have to sign up for magical creatures.
Well, like I always say, if you always hang out in my place, you get to see a lot of them.
You're welcome.
Cersei's just like,
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Who's the bottom now?
Yeah, Cersei's just like, I mean, it's just when you see a guy that big sad, it's just breaks your heart a little. So I guess I'm signing up for magical creatures.
That's funny. My idea is that he had already left, even though I got distracted.
Yeah,
no.
no.
And
So
then you'll be very pleasantly surprised when you're there.
Yeah.
I mean, think of it this way: if you ever meet a magical creature and start to bond with it, if you ever use some of the shedding, it could be used for like accessories, not killing them, but just like some of the molt.
Yeah, environmentally friendly animal fur or cruelty-free animal fur clothing.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I mean.
I think Olivia said it was like vegan leather.
Oh, vegan leather?
Oh, that's what it's called.
Dragon.
Oh, I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say but.
No. We all were thinking it. So that's it for Cersei and Melody's break period there. You can, I guess there was one thing I wanted to do, but I forgot to.
Oh, what do you want to do?
Is it another
just in the background
goddamn
of all this.
ordinance?
Now, Cersei, you can hear a cracking sound and like a small thwack and you hear a shattering noise of pottery. You can see a younger year like, oh, oh, I didn't mean to do that, and his friends are all laughing at him, and like a big potted fern has now dropped on the ground, and there's just pieces, shards of pot everywhere. That's just in the background on the other side of the courtyard.
Wait, let me check something. Ooh, it's 30 feet. How far away are they?
They're like all the way on the other side. It's like 100 feet away.
Um. Okay, yeah, because when Cersei will leave to try and find Gemma while she's walking away, she'll if she goes in that direction, she'll use Reparo on the vase since it's like if it gets 30 feet in range.
Yeah, sure. Reparo. It all comes back to you. Thank you. Thank you. She's. What would be your good say? Like you are the girl that walks past the boys.
Yeah, forget being class president. I'm the top bitch at school.
Cersei, you're going to go look for Gemma right now. You, I mean, Gemma, we'll all have a free period, so Gemma. I'm trying to figure out where Gemma would be. I know where she would be. Okay. You've seen her a few times around the clock tower courtyard, so you decide to head down there. Go ahead and make a perception check to see if you can find her.
Ooh, okay. My perception is it's a flat roll. $16.
You can hear a voice nearby. Have you heard anything around me yet? No, nothing at all. It's kind of weird. Normally they get back to me within like a day. Well, I'm sure that owls are just running late. Running late? It's weird. And you can see Gemma and Saoirse, who are Saoirse's standing, leaning on the post. Meanwhile, Gemma is actually sitting like in the windowsill. On her left is just like the chasm below.
Yeah, Cersei will approach them and just open with, "Oh, hey girls. What's new?"
Hey, Cersei. Hey, how you liking the new semester? Bit kind of weird, isn't it?
Oh, I think it's a little bit weird that it's just back to normal, but
Yeah, I'd expect so many different things to change. I mean, the ground restrictions are fine. Yeah, I think the ground restrictions are probably the right call, Gemma says.
yeah. And so this is Saoirse and Morgan, right?
No,
Gemma.
Sorry.
Saoirse and Gemma.
Yeah, sorry. It was just the way Gemma was talking. For some reason in my head, I was like, "That's Morgan's voice."
No. Morgan's like, oh yeah, it's a sort of
Yeah,
hi,
okay.
like this.
That's
Very
for
animated.
for some reason my brain was just had a weird glitch. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, no, Cersei. Cersei will say, "Yeah, definitely. Hey, Saoirse, I needed to talk with Gemma for a second."
You're not gonna like do something weird, are you? Gemma says.
What, you scared?
A little. Gryffindors are like known for aggression, so
Um, but yeah, one.
Gemma, it's just Cersei. I'm sure she'll be kind to you, she says. As long as you're kind to her.
Mhm.
Gemma will just look her up and down. Saoirse will place a hand on your shoulder and say, I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Thanks.
What do you want?
How you holding up?
With what? With what happened last year?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's scary. I have been hearing some weird things from family members um, about the Hogwarts Valley. I'm glad that the grounds are restricted because, well, I don't want to get anywhere near those trees.
Yeah. Yeah, I just.
You went through a lot worse than I did, though.
Well, I don't know. I know our situations aren't exactly one to one, but when I saw you after everything happened, kind of reminded me of when I went through some shit. And I just wanted to make sure you know, had people there for you. Because, trust me, when I went through some shit in my past, it kind of fucked me up for years.
I don't need your pity, Cersei. Gemma, of course, is very defensive.
um, Cersei will say to Gemma, it's not pity. You know?
Empathy.
I think, it's very easy to close yourself off, especially when dealing with tough times. And so it's not pity, it's just I don't want you to feel like you have to do all of this stuff alone.
Sometimes it does feel like that. I guess you would understand. A lot of my family isn't really around. You know what she's talking about.
Mhm.
Same as yours. Azkaban.
Yeah. I've tried talking with McGonagall, seeing what I could do to maybe reverse any decisions that were already made, but McGonagall's so busy. Haven't been able to really get through.
Did she make you talk to Professor Bruce too?
Mhm. Um, I mean, I already talked to Professor Bruce pretty often, so.
And we'll have a little flashback. Cersei, you're at Professor Bruce's office door. The door opens. Oh, good. Looks like you're right on time. Come on in. You can see a very, very clean office that has like dappled shelves with items from different places, little art pieces, and portraits that line the walls. There's even like a place where she seems to put like portraits that like her students make that are obviously not of as exceptional quality. It's sort of like it has like an orange hue to the room. It's a very happy room. And there is a sort of modern looking couch next to and two single seater chairs. She walks over toward one of the chairs that has a nightstand nearby with some accoutrement, and she'll sit down there. If you want, I have a few cupcakes Macy made for me.
Cersei will sit down and take one, and kind of just sort of picks at it, like doesn't really eat it quickly or anything, just a little bit at a time.
So, I know that we have met a few times already, but I still want to check in. It's important that we have these check-ins, so because over time, these feelings that we're having can change, maybe for the better or maybe for the worse. Last time we were going over your recollection of events, you said that you had felt comfortable to talk about them. Are you okay if we go over what you saw that day?
I mean, it was, was a quiet day until it wasn't. Just nothing and then everything.
Question. Are you talking about your sister or are you talking about the tournament?
Oh.
This is me out of character asking.
No, I like to imagine Professor Bruce actually asking that, because like Cersei wouldn't actually really know. I guess what Cersei will say is, I don't know. I think during the tournament I just felt cold again and felt like I just reverted back to who I was. Everything started happening. Darcy was taken, other students were taken, and I just didn't know what to do beyond shutting down. I mean,
yeah, it's a resurgence of pain. There is a little kind of switch within our bodies where our body can feel like we're back in difficult circumstances long after that has already ended. The loss of your sister, I know we've talked about it just a little bit. It's always been hard for you to cope with. She was close to you. Losing her, even though she's still alive. There's a grief there. I want to know, what have you done to handle that grief, that loss? If it's nothing, that's fine too. What do you find helps in those moments where you think about it?
Sorry, what was the question? You're a little quiet on my end.
What do you find help in the moments that you think about the grief of losing your sister? What helps you? Music, art. I know that you enjoy making clothing.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes I think I'm still just in limbo, as that pain it feels like it's always going to be at the back of my head and just fashion and my art, it makes me happy. It does. It's just sometimes I feel like it's what I need to do so that I don't think.
You know, people discount distraction. They say that, oh, well, I shouldn't just be distracting myself. I should be pushing it on, head on. It doesn't work like that. There's many different ways that people can cope. Distraction is one that is useful, and if it makes you feel more stable, more comfortable, that's okay. Especially if you're doing something so wonderful as this. I might have seen a certain excerpt, she says, of my favorite magazine. She's gonna pull out the thing, and it's the same magazine that you have.
Cersei will smile a little bit. That really means a lot to me that you saw it.
I think it would mean a lot if a certain somebody saw it too. I might have taken the liberty of acquiring some addresses to send this to. It says, I think your sister should see how you've grown. She should see what she sacrificed and what came out of it.
I think Cersei just kind of isn't able to really hold it back anymore and starts crying a little bit, and she's just like wiping at her eyes and just says, I just really miss her a lot. I need her, and she's not around.
No one will be able to feel that for you. It's true. It's a hard truth to accept. But that doesn't mean that we can't still keep moving on. So many friends, so many people love you here, Cersei. And I know that you might have been avoiding, well, confronting her with all of this, with who you are. While it's not my call to give, I think showing her this, so you can see the picture of you there with like the little thing, looking much different than when your sister saw you last. I think it'll put a smile on her face.
Yeah, I want my sister to know. Yeah, I want her to know that I am happy, even though I'm also really sad.
I have an assignment for you. I want you to write your sister a letter telling her everything that's gone on. I want you to tell her not how much you miss her, but how much you love her. And we'll give her some light reading material too, she says.
Mhm.
Magazine. Shouldn't be a problem. I checked the basically like the laws that of like what you can send to inmates.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll have to think about what to say. I feel like the last couple of times I wrote her, I wrote about just feeling like I had this duty to say that things were going well for me, so that she wouldn't feel like what she did was for nothing.
A healthy reminder is always appreciated. And we will cut back to you and Gemma, standing there, and you have the letter in your hand that you maybe have been kind of playing with back and forth. It's all signed, stamped, everything.
Yeah. Cersei will say to Gemma, "Yeah, I talked to Professor Bruce a little bit about the tournament, a lot about just my sister and what that was sort of like losing her."
I know how it feels to lose a sibling, so don't tell anybody. But I'm
Sorry, what did Gemma say? You're a
She
little bit quiet
says,
again.
I know what it's like to lose a sibling. So don't tell anybody, but I empathize with you.
Cersei will pull Gemma like. So I feel like Cersei's her thought process right now is, I'm taller and I am oh so stronger than Gemma. I'm gonna pull her into a hug.
Yeah, and you do. And it's definitely like not reciprocal at all. It's like, what are you doing? Like oh.
Your
But she
secret's safe
doesn't
with
fight
me.
you. Okay.
That was good.
And Saoirse can come back. We'll cut away from that. Meanwhile,
And I think, one last thing that Cersei's gonna say as she leaves. She won't explain it to Saoirse what the letter is, but she'll sort of hold up the letter to like waving it at Gemma, saying, "Hey, and just here's a deal. You ever need I ever need to talk to you about this, I can talk to you. And if you ever need to talk to me about the same thing, I'll be here too."
do you mail the letter immediately or do you hesitate?
I think Cersei kind of she does. There is that hesitation there of like, what if I send this to my sister and she isn't happy? Like, what if I send this letter to her and my sister thinks of me differently? It's been
Or doesn't
years.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah, but she ultimately will send it.
Okay. Beckett and Oliver, the two of you, are complaining in the Great Hall. Wilfred right now, Juniper is up next to him and like giving him like a big rub, and he's like, "Oh, it's the worst nightmare."
Wilfred, there's got to be some spell we can cast to make him not be a dad anymore.
Oh, believe me, I've done the research. Oh, he's such an ass.
Did you hear what he said in Professor Milne's class?
Professor Milne's class?
Yeah,
I'm not in
Muggle
Muggle
studies.
studies.
He brought up his dead wife.
Holy Magnus, fuck! He says using his father's first name. And oh, sorry, it looked like Rachel got caught up there, but we're back. Yeah, Magnus, fuck! He says, and Juniper was like, "Whoa, that's heavy, even for him." Yeah, he's always been like that.
I was so angry I couldn't write my essay, so now I'm failing because of your dad. So
He doesn't give a shit about anyone else's feelings. It's only ever what is factually true is what matters to him. I
And
am
Oliver looks like he's going to say something, and then
seriously
he just
sorry.
doesn't say it.
I feel like I've been apologizing for him like all week now. It's only getting worse. Beckett, are you here?
Yep, I was muted. Refresh my memory, please.
So right now we're talking to Wilfred about his dad in the Great Hall.
So you grew up with that, huh?
Well, growing up is a
Don't give
certain
me the
term I don't know
bullshit.
if I'd
Give
use.
me the facts.
Why? Why are you so interested in him?
Oh, he wasn't in Muggle studies, was he?
He was not.
He was not in Muggle studies, but Oliver just told him what happened.
You know exactly why.
I've been there, Beckett. I've tried. I think it'd be best if we just keep our head down.
That's exactly what he wants, Wilfred. I respect you, but your dad, I only met him, what is it, same day? We are same day? A few days later?
So it's been a week or so. It's been almost a week.
We are a week in now, and I hate his guts.
Well, Beckett, don't underestimate him. I mean, he knows how to deal out a punishment.
Oh, he's got a little authority, and he's just gonna fucking throw it around people that can't say anything to him?
A
Because he's an
little
asshole?
authority. He's the head commissioner, Beckett.
Whoop-dee. Fucking do.
Inspo Beckett. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Well, I have done many different things. I've, set his curtains on fire when I was a kid. I have
Have you
placed
set
whoopee
him on
cushions.
fire?
No, he's my dad.
And that's exactly why he treats you like he does. Because you're his kid. He knows how
Because I
to
haven't
deal with
set
you.
him. Because I haven't set him on fire.
Maybe you should
How
have,
would that change
Wilfred.
anything?
Becca, have you set your parents on fire?
No, because my parents actually love me and respect me and treat me like a human being.
Wilfred's gonna get really quiet.
Don't listen to him, Wilfred. He's Beckett.
No, you know why he's silent? Because he knows. He knows exactly what he's been through, and he's scared of his dad. Sorry to put you on the spot, Wilfred, but it's enough. I've dealt with this for a week, and I feel so fucking bad for Wilfred. This treatment cannot go on any longer.
I sent a letter out to my uncle, and I'm hoping maybe he might be able to talk some sense into him.
It's got to be surely there's to be some other high-ranking aura they can send. Isn't it like a what's the word? Breach of I don't know, privacy or something to have your dad here? Isn't that weird?
It's certainly weird, but it's not against the rules.
Are you okay? With everything going on?
No. I'm not okay. I am actually learning in class. Come on, that's not what I do. I don't learn in class. I'm the one who helps other people have fun in class. But no, he's there every single class I'm in, just staring me down.
Not to mention actually stunting the educational process of other students.
Specifically me, the most important student.
Yes, the one confused about stairs. Yes.
Listen, I found a cool thing on the stairs, and just because of that, I'm not showing you. Anyway, Wilfred, if you ever do need to talk to someone, I will happily make fun of your dad until the end of time. Even in front of his face. I'm not afraid of him.
He's going to be teaching us transfigurations class. And I am
Can he
like,
teach me
shitting my
how to
pants.
transfigurate someone outside of being a dickhead? Can I transfiguration him into being a decent human being?
If I could, I'd probably be a lot better. I'd be a lot more motivated in transfig. Thanks, guys.
No problem, Wilfred.
And Beckett,
Seriously,
it's
he's
not
such
wrong.
a dick. Oh my god.
It's like he lives in this perpetually stagnant place devoid of care.
Hmm. Lives in a room entirely made out of grey. You know,
As a child, it felt different. It did. I kind of coveted it. His abnormal ability to like be calm in the face of anything around him. It was a comfort on the days that I'd wake up in the middle of the night scared because of the nightmares. There was so much war back then, you know. My father was a lot softer then. Things that would make me afraid. It was like he could take them off my shoulders, held it in his palms like it was nothing. So, maybe he used to love me. I don't know anymore.
he might still love you. He's just probably not very good at showing it.
He's an adult.
Yeah, adults are stupid. Have you ever met an adult?
Up to mine are pretty smart. I'm the one that's stupid. I mean,
No, adults are
Beckett.
super stupid.
And my entire family are Ravenclaws. There's a reason I'm Hufflepuff.
because you're fucking
My dad.
awesome, Wilfred. That's
My-
why you're a Hufflepuff.
My dad was prefect, head boy, and quickly rose to the ministry. Straight O student. Magnus. I don't underestimate him. He's very smart. So if you're gonna do something, you better be equally as smart, equally as cunning.
The one thing I am, Wilfred, is I'm fucking magic, baby. And a lot of people underestimate that.
Unlike the rest of us who are
Okay.
merely only a little bit magic. Beckett is fucking magic.
I am fucking magic, baby.
Wilfred, for no reason, but does your dad know how to legitimize people?
No, not to my. I don't think he's a vigilance or anything. I've never seen that.
He's a skeptic, right?
He is an Occlumens.
Okay, that's good at least.
Divinations has not really been a strong suit of anybody in my family.
Yeah, I was just worried he was gonna like read my mind and like know about all the like horrible thoughts I have towards him.
No, but he does employ a great many deal of auras. People with various talents. Could be one.
Well, I'm gonna have to keep my eyes real closed around them then.
You mean your mind's eye?
Yeah. My third eye.
Third eye.
And finger guns.
Self-defense.
Boop, boop.
He was also
Examinations,
really
nothing
rude
to-
to He was also really rude to Trelawney, which I don't get how you can be rude to Trelawney, because she's awesome.
Well, man. She is a bit of a nutter.
Yeah, but like in a fun way.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the what scene was it? The donkey scene, unicorn scene. Which one was it?
You mean the McGonagoo's?
No,
McGonagoo's.
no, I didn't get that one.
Oh, the unicorn one.
Yeah, that's the one that I got. I'll never forget that, and that's what made me drop it.
So, are the two of you going out and doing some recon?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay. So, what are you? So here's a few ideas, and my question is, what are you looking for specifically? So, are you kind of understand? Are you trying to understand their whole operation? Because there's a lot of horrors here. Where do they stay? Like, where is Professor? Not Professor, Mr. Magnus's office? Um, what kind of security do the greenhouses have? Like, what kind of answers are you trying to? What kind of questions are you trying to answer?
So, I don't know about Beckett, but I would just like to try and basically figure out how many auras are here and
Okay.
see if there's anything obvious about them that I can figure out.
I want to know the guard rotation and Gideon's sleep schedule.
Okay. So both Beckett and Oliver are going to make a uh, investigation check.
We're both bad.
We're both bad. Now I'm getting a bad roll.
Okay.
Something important. Bad.
It's really hard to know how many Aurors there are because they're constantly walking around school. They help out during prefect rounds and whatnot. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot prefects. I think only one of you made it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, as a prefect.
Who?
Ooh.
Melody.
Wait, what?
Ooh.
Melody, you made it a prefect. I completely forgot. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
So
you know
let me quickly tell everyone who the prefects are. So in Hufflepuff it is Melody and Morgan, and then in Ravenclaw it is Brett and Janice, and then Gryffindor it's Nate and Sadie, and then in Slytherin it's Levi and Gemma.
Can I use my inspo on my investigation?
Yeah.
Is it too late for that?
You can.
16.
A lot better. Okay. So as I was saying to Oliver, really hard to know exactly how many. Your best guess is over a dozen, probably. Now, you want to know how many orders there were and what else?
Just like any like vibes I can get from anything and figure out just like watching them.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it seems like they talk normally in very hushed tones. Um, they don't really interact with students a whole lot unless they're getting people in trouble, in which case they will take them to like Mr. Gideon. And you can see a few of them that have been tasked with different jobs, like manning the exits. There are some in the northern courtyard who, like, the north courtyard, there's an exit that goes up to the training grounds. While the training grounds are open, there is orders before the training grounds to like vet you before you even enter, which is kind of counterintuitive for having the training grounds be open. Um, and then also the ones that you encountered on the bridge outside. You would probably also notice, Oliver, even though you got 9, that the north and easterly doors to the greenhouses have been not just boarded up, but the doors aren't even there anymore. Instead, it is heavy hardened stone.
Kind of shit.
That
Sorry, they
has-
stole my damn door.
Yep. They stole the doors so no one could enter the greenhouse area. It's fully cordoned off. Meanwhile, Beckett, you're trying to see guard rotation and what?
His sleep schedule.
Sleep schedule. Yes. Okay. So, guard rotation. You often have a few guards that are posted out by the. It's just kind of different areas. There is a rotation that moves around the Oxford building. There is a rotation that moves between the North Courtyard and the Quad. So it's mostly the Quad, and then they'll check out the North Courtyard for a minute. And then there is a guard rotation of just people who stand watching in the Great Hall area, like entrance hall. But a lot of them, when they're done, they head up to the north, the northern grounds, where if you like grab a broom or something and you're really quiet, and you look over where the greenhouses are, on the field out there with all that like gray, dead grass, there is a little encampment that they have set up with tall tents and like little firelight gleaming from over there. There's a lot of people buzzing around like ants over there, and that's probably where their barracks are, where they're staying when they're sleeping. Now, you've been watching, and Magnus's sleep schedule. Magnus does not sleep in the barracks. He does not. He returns back to the castle at night, and I would like you, since you have to follow him in order to do this. That's gonna be a stealth check.
Oh boy. Natural 20.
Let's fucking
Fuck
go.
yeah.
That's 3 for me today.
Yep. So Beckett, you follow him through the hallways, being sure to keep your distance, and you tail him all the way into the dungeons, where, you know that intersection where like the dungeon store, like the potion store cupboard is, and like the locked room, like the cauldron cupboard, and like on the left is like the Death Day party hall. Well, if you go south, there is, it's on the map. You can read it. Slughorn's old office, which is his old office in the dungeon. It has been repurposed for Mr. Magnus. He had to get a team of aurors down there in order to fix like some kind of weird curse that was upon the room, because it would like rain in the office, but he was able to fix it. And he often will sit and read late at night, work on little things. He goes to bed at precisely midnight every single night. And he there is certain times that like he might be up later if he has like a meeting or something with other aurors. If they have something to show him, something to talk to him about, he will get up at any hour of the day. And is there anything else? Yeah, and then he gets up around 6 a.m.
Wow, that man does not sleep long, huh?
No, he does not.
Pour a little bit of euphoria juice into his morning tea.
Oh, no.
That's good to know.
That's what you find out. You know where he sleeps, and how long he sleeps, and when.
Good.
the
Full soccer
the
mode.
man,
Engage.
The man is weird. Like he sleeps 6 hours exactly every single day. He does not have an alarm clock. He goes to sleep right at that time. He goes to bed and he gets up right at that time. And he has a very strict routine every single morning. That includes grooming, clothing, and reading like reports that are given to him.
We're gonna
as
gaslight
well
this
as answering
motherfucker.
mail.
Yep.
He's gonna
Gaslight
start waking
gatekeep
up and like his
robots.
clothes are gonna be in the wrong place. He's gonna be like, "What is happening?"
Again, gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
After that, so a melody just here where one thing you'll have nighttime rounds that you have to take at times. We'll do that eventually, probably next session or something like that. And then you will also have fuck, what is it called? You also have the ability to both give and take away house points.
Yeah, I think Melody just kind of like gets the letter. It's like you're a prefect, and she just does a double take. It's like, what?
Your robes now have a trim on them around the yellow. It's like a white. I'd say it's like a yellow, and then you have a gold trim to it that indicate prefect, as well as a little badge. Okay.
Melody, if you like don't get us in trouble when we are clearly breaking the rules, Cersei will kiss you. You know,
Sissy, I have a
Olivia
girlfriend.
shows up out of nowhere.
I don't know why, but I'm gonna kick Cersei's butt today.
DADA is next.
Yeah.
Yeah, Annie?
I was just saying. Just kidding, of course.
Okay. DADA. In the defense classroom, a very interesting lesson is about to be given. All right, everyone, listen up. So far, we've explored various utility spells, offensive hexes, uncommon jinxes, counter jinxes, and defensive charms. What is the most important defensive charm you can learn?
I'm going to put my hand up.
Who has a high passive perception?
That would be Melody.
Yeah,
It would be Melody.
definitely.
Melody, perception check.
Neato. Shit. What is it? There it is. 6. I don't see shit.
Hey, Melody does not notice as a figure is standing in the doorway and will lean against the wall. What is the most important defensive charm you can learn? And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Melody was the first to put her hand up.
No, it was actually Oliver.
Oliver. Okay, Oliver, D4 to you. Those are his. These are actually survival checks because it's about like battle strategy.
Oh, I see. We're getting more skill usage.
Ooh.
Do I get it?
I'm better at survival than I am at history of magic. Let's go. It doesn't matter because Rachel's got a +6. Yeah.
Yeah.
21.
Can I say a wrong answer?
Yeah, sure. Mr. Owen.
Protego.
That is literally the answer.
I assumed it would be a higher level spell.
Do you have a different answer? What is the most important defensive charm you can learn? Owen.
Langlock.
That is a counter jinx. Miss Brimshire.
That would be Protego.
Yes, and that's a 5 points to Hufflepuff. Okay. Protego. Yes. But it's not always the best tool for the job. When is Protego the wrong choice to use in a fight?
When is it wrong?
When is Protego the wrong choice to use in a fight? And this is an actual question to you guys, the players, as per D&D battle strategy.
And Cersei will say, well, I mean, Protego is it's a shield that you put up. Sometimes it's better to keep moving instead of putting up your defenses.
I would say that's pretty close. Yeah, if someone is that though. How does she put it? When the spell circumvents traditional targeting is one such way. So, like, if someone casts a saving throw spell, it's not a good idea to use Protego, right? It's
I
better to
think
keep running.
I know what it is.
Okay. Mr. Owen, you want to redeem yourself? That's 5
I'll
points to
try.
Gryffindor.
So if you use it too early when fighting someone, you might get struck from another direction, and then your Protego won't do anything, and you'll already have it up.
Very good, very good. When there's multiple assailants, she says, we do not want to use Protego unless they're all in one direction. What about one last one? Yeah, and I think Wilfred will put up his hand. Actually, no. I'll pick a Slytherin. Gemma will put up her hand. Miss Drayton, when your person is able to cast like Langlock and stuff. Yes, when they have proficiency in counter jinxes, that is correct. Because if they have like the idea that like if someone targets you with a spell and you go Protego and they're like Langlock, like the spell's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Which means it comes around to Oliver was right.
So that's another 5 points to Gryffindor and another 5 points to Slytherin. Okay. Hufflepuff's still in the lead by 5 points.
Yeah.
We gotta pump those numbers.
So to go over it again, when a target is displayed proficiency in counter jinxes, when the spell circumvents traditional targeting, and, well, I think you're all at the point where we can practice advanced defensive charms. Charms that will protect you from non-traditional casting. Mr. Gideon, to the front, please. And she will point toward Wilfred. Wait, what? It would be a pretty lackluster presentation if I weren't defending something, don't you think? All right. And she'll do like a golf clap for Wilfred as he goes up. Now, let's use a spell we talked about.
Woo, Wilfred!
Wait,
Woo.
seriously? Are you sure, Professor? I don't want to hurt you. Wilfred says, standing on the farther side of the room now. Oh, come now, Mr. Gideon. I seriously doubt you could scratch me. Rojas chuckles. But I've never even... It'll be fine. I know you can do it. Protego Maximum is an advanced defensive charm that sacrifices blocking power for area and spell absorption. Watch closely. Rojas points her wand out and slashes it twice. Where she slashes, there's a thin blue barrier that begins to surround her on all sides like a big dome. All right, Wilfred. Give it all you've got. All right. Wilfred raises his wand, and the tip sparks with red flame. Fire pools out on the end and culminates, compacting down into a single solitary mote. Confringo! Wilfred yells, and a pebble of plasma flings out, streaking in a quick line. Like a beam of light, it blasts out toward Rojas, and in a single defining moment, Rojas flicks her wand toward it. In a second, which feels like many, the shield wraps itself around the moat like a flower, enclosing a speck of pollen. Boom! An explosion shakes the very ground with a shock wave, and within the confines of the spell, the ensuing maelstrom is snuffed out, like how one pinches out a candle. When everyone finishes shielding their eyes from the flash, Rojas lets out a big smile, wipes the sweat from her brow, releases the spell, and takes a big bow. Thank you very much! Let's give a big round of applause for Mr. Gideon! In the doorway, a figure stands.
5 points to Hufflepuff for that.
Okay, fine. Done. In the doorway, a figure stands, leaning along the wall, staring out at class, giving a slight golf clap. Mr. Magnus Gideon remains quiet and collected, watching his son. Rojas notices him, flashes him a quick smile with a 2-finger salute, He stays there for a minute or two before disappearing from the doorway, back to whatever else he has scheduled today. And all of you get 3 DA spells to attempt.
Ooh.
3.
Ooh, 3.
I know.
It's not even my birthday.
By the way, I forgot a new ordinance. Ordinance number 3 was supposed to go earlier. Ding dong. All correspondence in or out of school grounds will now be reviewed by the Hogwarts Administration Committee for accuracy and restricted materials. That is all. Meaning your mail is being read. Luckily, Cersei
Oh,
already sent her
Oh,
shit.
yes.
Oh, sweet Jesus, thank God.
Cersei's just like, are you fucking kidding me?
That's why I was
Um,
like, do you send it now or do you hesitate?
But yeah, I think I know one of the spells I want to do. If anyone else wants to go first, of course you can.
I'm still looking, so
Okay, well, I'm gonna do Confringo first. Boo, boo, boo. That one.
Roll me a D100, please.
Oh God.
oh no. Oh no.
35.
Roll me a D10.
Why? Why so
I don't
many?
like where this is going.
I really hope I'm gonna get hit by this Confringo just now.
8.
Okay. Beckett gets older by 80 years.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Confringo.
No.
And the wrinkles start to open up on his face, like the skin starts to pull down, your back cracks, and you're now hunched over with like a long beard that's starting to grow.
I'm wise now. I'm
You're like you're in your 90s.
Hell
Wouldn't
yeah.
you be? Wait, 50,
Yeah.
80. No, you're in your hundreds.
Oh my God. I'm gonna try it again.
Get another nat one and die.
Can we reach like 200?
Sometimes wizards are able to get up there.
27.
Okay. And a blast of fire comes out of this old man. Yeah, Beckett, you're so old. I want you to make a strength save at disadvantage, please.
All I can think of is like the Alakablam, he just goes fucking
I got a
flying.
7.
Alakablam. Yeah, there is a blast of fire that comes out of his wand, fucking through the space and exploding a dummy nearby. And meanwhile, Beckett's old man body goes "Ah!" and flies backward with the force of the blast and hits the ground hardly.
Help! I've fallen and I can't get up.
Help!
I
Mr.
can only
Blast! Rojas is going over. Beckett, what on earth happened? Who did this to you?
I finally got old enough. Marry me, Rojas.
Absolutely
me.
not. You need to go to the hospital wing right now.
Wait, one more spell. Confringo.
Oh, jeez.
25, it's locked in.
Oh wow! So that's overall an A because you're not one.
Yes.
But geez, that's so funny.
It's locked in.
Yeah. She's got to get Janice to take it to the hospital. Wait.
Oh shit.
You marrying Rojas now?
Hey,
He says.
what's that, youngin? Hey, you gotta speak into my good ear.
Inspo tech. That's so great. Just imagine the two of you walking to the hospital wing and Janice just like, you're not getting out of this.
I can go next if so required.
Okay. Oliver.
I'm also going to do Confringo, perhaps against my better judgment, considering the situation. But, you know. Alright, it's a 22. I'm
Fail.
also going to do...
I'm joking.
Okay. Also, I completely lost my train of thought when you said that. I was like, huh?
You're like, huh? What?
I'm also going to do Expulso, because I love to expulse things. It's 24.
Yeah, with a 24, you cast Expulso, and out from where you actually, I think the spell is specifically worded in a really cool way. It's an area of effect spell that pushes people away from the center point, but unlike Thunder Step from like D&D, it doesn't come out from you, it comes out from a point you choose within range.
Which is cool.
So like lightning will hit the ground nearby out of the ceiling, and there is a pulse that pushes anyone in that vicinity 10 feet away.
And I'm also going to do Impeditia. Impedimenta.
Impedimenta. That's a good spell.
Oh yeah, the spell is Zawarudo.
Oh no.
That's also a JoJo reference for Alex.
Zawardo. Just stop the fucking time.
I love the boom sound effect for that.
So Reese is coming over. Hey, Oliver, can you help me out with the impediment? You casted him. Help me out with my voice.
And then I'll release the spell and be like, sure.
Did you just cast a spell at me?
No?
It felt weird.
What did you need help with, Reese?
It's slow. He'll show you some notes. But with a 22, 24, and 17, that is an Mr. Oliver.
We did it, gang. Not failing this year.
Yippee!
Cersei Melody?
Yeah. I know what spells Cersei wants to do.
Okay.
Who should be Cersei's sparring partner?
Sam.
Sam, yes. So with Sam, Cersei is gonna try the spell that she learned that she's learning from class, and she'll strike her wand out towards Sam and say, "On your knees," and cast De Primo.
Ooh.
Ooh.
She's going to attempt to cast Protego Maxima.
Okay.
That's a natural one.
So let's see if I can. De Primo is data, but DADA, but it's charms roll. Just had to double check.
It is charms. But it's an offensive charm.
1d20 plus 3.
Combat charm.
Dirty 20.
So you're like on your knees, and Sam is just like kind of confused. I'm not Darcy. Whoa! Blast them down to the ground.
Cersei kind of just looks smugly at Sam, just like gives her a little toodaloo wave.
You could have given me some warning, she says. Like she's like
Yeah,
getting
but that
herself
wouldn't have
and
been
like dusting
fun.
herself off. DePrimo, she'll cast at you. That's a failure. DePrimo! She gets blasted down to the ground. She casts it on herself. Oh. I thought again I'm gonna get a concussion, she says.
Cersei will say, "Well, just hold off for just another minute at least." And she'll try impedimenta. Again, that's hexes, JHC. Boo, 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 boo. That's +6 to that roll. 24.
24. Okay.
Um,
Well, with the 24, you casting impedimenta, she goes,
yeah.
"Oh no, I'm not giving you the benefit of the doubt." She's gonna pull her wand out to try to cast something at you. You're quicker. Impedimenta. And she midway is gonna go. That's not that's a transfiguration spell. Corn free.
Cersei's just watching, just like I imagine this is like if the can spells actually be cast while still in impedimenta?
Yeah, it's just it might not happen this turn. It will happen. It'll like take effect next turn. That's a failure to cast
Yeah.
Confringo.
Ooh.
You can see just like slow moving sparks coming out of their wand toward you. Oh.
And then for the last one, I think for the last one, I will just go with Protego Maxima, because I think Cersei was watching Professor Rojas and was just like, "Dang, Professor Rojas is so cool."
And hot.
That was Charms, right?
Let's be completely honest.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't even get a persuasion check for asking her. What is this? This is rude.
This isn't your high school, Ted.
This is rude.
Okay?
Rude.
Nat 20.
Let's fucking go.
Hey! That's automatically locked in. And that is 5 points to Gryffindor.
So while Beckett's over there like, "Hey, Miss Rojas, did I do good?"
Yeah,
like Cersei's over here like just like the Chad version of, "Oh, Miss Rojas, did I do good?"
Miss Rojas, why don't you look over here for a minute? Perfect cast.
Wow.
She'll faint. And give you 5 points. So, all that's left is Melody.
Yeah. She's probably gonna try and cast Protego Maxima. That's a 15.
That's a success. So you slash your one twice, and that slash like actually opens up these sort of rifts that will move together, and they will form a large orb over you within seconds. You can see it around you as you walk. It moves with you. If you put your hand out, you can like touch it, and it'll like ripple. Whoa.
Oh, that's so cool.
You can hear a whip crack sound, and there's a bombarda that will ricochet over your spell.
Do I know who cast it?
If you look over, you can hear. It's not half bad. Nolan, eyes glowing a little bit gold, coming over toward you.
I always have been really good with charms. And she's gonna
Yeah,
bring the spell
up
down.
better than me. Did you want to do some spells together? I feel like I haven't talked to you in like forever.
Yeah, I know we met up in the hospital before, but yeah, I like that.
Okay. The two of you will do some spells together. Nolan is like, I'm gonna do a spell I've actually never gotten to try before. You know, before I had this, I only have like a minute to do it. Would you
Which
allow
one
me?
would? Sure.
Flipendo.
Bruh.
Flipendo, it has to be a target you can see. So,
Oh, yeah.
may I?
And she's gonna just like, if you allow me to protect it.
Yeah, of course, of course. Flipendo. That's a
And
failure.
shit.
Not
The idea is
surprised.
still not my strong point.
Here, try one more time. He gets a D4 for words of encouragement.
It's not gonna help.
You suck, Nolan. Words of discouragement.
Thanks, Baggett.
You're welcome. Love you. Bye.
Are you an old man? Love you, man.
I
You
can
suck,
still.
Nolan. Thanks, random old man.
I can still cast my spells successfully. I just needed to be old to do it.
Old man
Melody,
Beckett, do you
spells?
still think Nolan isn't blind?
You're fucking right.
Hey, I guess it's my turn then.
Yeah, you go.
All right, Relatio.
Oh. He will attempt Langlock since that's another spell that he's never been able to do before. That's
Cool,
a successful
19.
cast of Langlock.
Okay, the successful cast of Relatio.
Yeah. And he successfully did the DC. So, yeah, you guys are Relatio. And there was a purple band that's sort of streaking out toward him, and he will flick his wand at you once, or his stave, and your mouth is gone, and that purple band will fade. Oh, sorry. And the mouth will come back.
That
Are
was
you
good
okay?
though. Yeah.
Thank you. I've never been able to do that one before.
Hey, well, it's still looking good though. Oh, I still have one more that I have to do.
Which one? Maybe we can do it together.
Sorry, say that again.
He said, which one? Maybe we can do it together.
The only one I could think of was Rapperforce. Feel it could be useful in the future.
Oh, healing spells aren't really my thing, but give it a go.
Hey. I know for healing spells you have to focus on the particular object or creature or person. That's how I always do it.
That's a failure.
Oh, I got to roll for mine.
Yep.
21.
I don't know how you get this stuff, Melody. Isn't healing like one of the most difficult forms of magic?
It kind of helps with my wand a little bit. It's willow, and they're usually used for healing. But
Well, mine's unicorn hair. Mine's unicorn horn. So I feel like that should do something, but. I
you
guess
still,
it's maybe more down to the skill of the wizard.
at least you're better at divinations than me.
Well, yeah. I guess you do got me there. We're all good at different things, you know? That's how it is. Get a bunch of people together, and if they have different kinds of skill sets, well, that's the kind of team you want to be a part of. I always
Exactly.
appreciate your abilities with magical creatures and healing.
Oh, and there's also a little friend I want you to meet. Is his spell still up for his eyes?
Yep.
Cool. She's gonna kind of run over to her little knapsack and just flip it open and just bring Daphne out so he can see him.
What? Who's this?
It's
This isn't
Daphne.
Gregory, is it?
No. It's his one of his kids.
I was gonna say I didn't know that griffins were so small.
Well,
Hi.
she did.
Hi,
She
Daphne.
she did hatch from an egg, and she was the smallest one. And I couldn't exactly bring Gregory because he's huge, so I got permission with the headmistress and with help from Hagrid. She's here.
He got a 2 on his magical creatures check
Oh
on the
no!
die. But I
Oh
mean
no!
together that's a 7.
Can I give
He
him the
puts his
help
hand out.
action so that way he can get
Yeah.
an advantage?
Yeah. I got an actual 1.
God damn
Otherwise.
it! I got the Ray curse now.
Yeah, it's at 7. Um and he'll go down toward her and hi, hey there. And she kind of like pulls away from him and pulls in behind you. There's like a large boom from the Confringo afar off, and you can see they're really, really scared in this
Oh,
space.
okay. I think the loud noises might be bothering her. I'm sorry.
Maybe we could take her for a walk or something. She seems sweet.
Yeah, she's really good. She's been really helpful these past couple of weeks.
And that is your 3 DADI spells.
Nice.
After DADI.
It's time for the lashing.
All spellwork shall henceforth be regulated to classroom times only. Any unauthorized spellwork outside of class by students below 17 years of age will be penalized with no less than 4 weeks in the detention hall.
I think Oliver is gonna shout out the announcements. Are you kidding me? What the hell? I do all of my spell work outside of classes. God damn it! What the hell is wrong with this place? Etc. Etc. Like just in the hallway.
So it has to be authorized. So like you can still do spellwork, but you have to do it like with a teacher.
He doesn't care. He's just angry.
That's ordinance number 4.
Cersei's just like, it's like, yeah, that doesn't work for me. It's the problem. That's her sort of reaction to
This
that
place is
rule.
like 4 teachers who don't hate me.
Next we have arithmancy. Finally, I believe Melody's the only one in arithmancy.
I believe
Cersei,
so
are you?
this year.
No, you weren't. You weren't.
Cersei's
No.
in Ancient Runes. No, I'm.
Yeah, Cersei's in. No, Cersei's in neither, is what it was.
Yeah. That's why she got to hang out or do some spell work and then hang out with Gemma.
Gemma.
So Melody, it's 2 spells of intelligence
Cool.
instead of the usual modifier.
Neat. Huh. She's actually gonna try Evanesco. Yeah, because that brings it up to 12.
For Evanesco? Let me check that. I don't think.
Because I can always double check notes with it.
I think you might need to. Let me just double check here. Be easier if people using the butt.
I'm sorry.
Evanesco
God.
is 3rd level, so that's a no.
Okay, so double check notes.
However, wait. Okay, never mind. Don't wait. Don't wait.
Sorry.
That is 5 points to Hufflepuff. And you get an O so far in this class. I'm getting that one. Evanesco, you cast. Using arithmancy. I only now just realized that during Ancient Runes class, I was using arithmancy flavor and not runes flavor. Talking about the math and shit. Damn it. It's my bad.
Yeah, that was a little.
You use math to calculate how to just literally disintegrate or disapparate the object at your disposal. You have to get its weight, you have to get its size, and all that. And you have to get it in there, and then finish it off. And your inkwell will disappear into nothing.
Ooh. Cool. And then number 2. I'm not casting Confringo in this class. That's not happening. She would be so fucking pissed at me. So I am going to cast Ventus, though.
Yep.
18.
Nice. Since you have that 20, that is definitely an O. You're 18 there. And you have Ventus. You can create a little gust of wind.
Woo.
Whoosh.
All right.
Whoosh.
That is where we will end tonight's episode. So next time we come back, we'll be able to experience Transfiguration class with Professor Mr. Magnus Gideon.
Can't wait.
Magical creatures, history of magic, potions, all that. There might be a very special potions class coming up as well. So stay tuned.
Good.
Yeah.
And,
Woo!
thank you guys for playing. Night, guys.